Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard.
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, joined with the gang. Welcome to the Season 3 finale, Episode 54, Part 1. Been waiting for a long time for this. Excited. It's been a rough month, but hey. Turn the volume down a little.
I think it's too loud.
Yeah.
Huh?
Theme music volume. So yeah, glad you guys are back.
Glad to be back. Yes.
Glad the viewers are here, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. We had a shadow session last week, but prior to that we had a session. That's where we're going to leave off, or start off at, where we left off there, if you guys remember.
Not the shadow session.
Not the shadow session, but prior to that, it would have been episode 52. And Udal talked to Mother Hightower. So when Eden became actualized, and where she also became cloned and signed agreements with the High Command and all of that jazz. And she's, if you remember, you're in the cargo bay. Doll, you're in the cargo bay. Tazar's in there. Seth's in there. Vela, you had just gotten Vela set up in her room.
Right.
For the Way of the One training for people on board ship. Kara is on her date with Risa at the Temple of Aphrodite, and I think, I don't know.
Ren's in her office.
Rin's in her office. She had
Meditated and memorized spells.
Yeah, she had done all that stuff, and she had make Constitution rolls. She had sent Zen off to get Crow Dog. Commander Crow Dog out of trouble with General Galaxis. We'll see what happens with that. But we're going to start. If you guys have any questions, we're going to start in the cargo bay. All right.
Let me get Seth ready.
Y'all will never believe what just happened to me. I'm sorry.
What did you do
You
now?
just got a tag on your cigar. It's like it's really taken away from the...
Well,
He didn't want to break it open yet.
No.
It's all good. A little
I'm
role
so
playing,
sorry.
little LARPing. It's all good.
Yeah.
But he couldn't find his clipboard, right?
Nope. I didn't.
Damn it. It's because Ren hit it. He doesn't know.
Yeah. She'd been talking about doing that too out of game.
Nice.
Oh my God.
That's fucking
Nice.
hilarious. That's probably why you can't remember it. So yeah, you say that?
Yeah. Y'all will never believe what just happened to me. What happened?
Czar looks over. He's got a crate in his hand.
And Seth is like, "What did you do now?"
So, they're gonna clone me like they did the Geo9ers.
What? We can barely handle one of you.
What an honor, Tazar says, and he.
Thank you. That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you look at her, you realize there are novas inside of her eyes.
Yeah, her eyes are glowing with novas in the center, and she is cascading light off of her skin. And you see perspiration on the side of her face coming down just a little bit.
What?
You look especially gorgeous today. And thank you. That's the other thing that happened. So this is kind of bizarre. I never had this happen to me before. But you guys know, Geo? Not the Geo9ers, but Geo.
Which are in here. There's 3 in here right now. They kind of turn to look at you when you say that.
Never met him personally, but
I did.
you did. What's he like?
Can you guys give us a moment? She'll look at the geoniders.
One of them looks over at Tazar, then looks at you, and then sets the crate down. And they exit.
It's weird.
There's two outside the door, and the door's open to the ship from bringing
She'll
cargo in.
just
There's
lower her
a
voice.
guard there.
She'll just lower her
They
voice.
can still hear you. You know they can. You can close the door. I don't know if you want to close the door, but
She'll say, I never had somebody, she looks at Dawn, she's like, I never had somebody tell me this, but he told me I was beautiful.
Well,
You are.
you are beautiful.
I don't. They're gonna clone me though.
And Doll is gonna pull her mirror out of her side bag that's holding and just.
I know what I look like. I know my eyes. I saw it. I know. I'm not really sure what's going on.
something's wet, son. You like, you see, you sweat.
What is that?
Sweat.
I think there's something wrong with me. I think I might need to go talk to Teresa.
She's not on ship, ma'am. Tazar says. The doctor's left for. Well, yes, she's left. Her and Carr left together.
Oh, okay.
Shore leave, he says. Anyway, I need to get these crates together, and I need to wait for.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You can bring them back in. Anyway, they're gonna clone me. So that's going on right now. I don't know how long, but there should be.
Like them?
Yeah.
You hear him go to attention, and you guys turn and look outside, and you see Admiral Nova standing there by herself with a smile on her face. I have to
You can turn around.
praise Cikala. We've had an update for season 4, but for season 3 finale, we've had an update on art.
So, what they don't know is it's been a while since we recorded,
It has.
and
It's been a
all
long
I've
while.
done is draw.
Yeah, for
I'm
2
not
months,
tired.
pretty much.
Yeah, I've been driving for
You've been driving.
3 weeks.
I had some big health
Forward.
scares, but yeah.
But all I've done since then is draw. Oh, here's that.
Almost died, so yeah, it's all good. Still here.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, I got a show to do. Lots of
Right.
other things. Anyway, this is who you see, Admiral Nova. She's got a smile on her face.
By the way, Eden looks much better than her.
Eden will turn. Well, good afternoon, Admiral.
Good afternoon, Commander. May I have a moment of your time?
Of course.
She steps back away from the door.
She'll walk out.
She starts walking down the dock with you.
She'll follow her.
She walks down the dock. You're under that other dock where you guys are hitting.
She'll walk next to her.
I thought it would be pertinent at this moment for you to finally be able to speak to me in a more personal
She
nature.
smiles at her.
I am your mother.
Glad I didn't hear that.
Kind of guessed.
Yes,
Smile
you
at
look
her.
very much like me, and well, you're much prettier now that you're coming into your own and you're so young. Your father has done well raising you. I look forward to having a relationship with you, but of course this is very complicated. At the current point, I'm very honored to be your mother. The fact that the ED10s will be created this evening and ready for active duty shows that our genetics and bloodline and the angelic celestial energy within our blood is something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
Even with your father's blood, it seems that you have overcome those sort of weaknesses and have really shined as an angelic being. And I hear that you are now part of the Illuminated Ones, and I couldn't be happier. She pulls her cloak out, and on the inside of her cloak you see the symbol.
She'll smile.
And as your mother, of course, people will look on to me as giving you things or helping you in any way as unfair. But the simple fact of the matter is that you are the best of us in so many ways, and so you deserve the best in everything. We have had some new technology and magics that have been put together. They're on the ship. They will help to protect you more than what you had before. Sub Rosa is unique.
She is.
Rosa herself is an illuminator.
Really?
Or she was. Her energy comes directly from the arcane plane. She is unique, the only of her kind. We have other ships that we have done things with, but nothing has turned out like her.
We've all kind of grown in attachment to her. She's part of our crew.
She is. I thought it was necessary that we speak about these things before I must speak to your captain.
Okay.
You'll be summoned within the hour. We have received some new intel and new information that is time sensitive.
Is there something wrong?
She looks around. She says in her head, Astrum Citadel is a prison within space. A place where a star mage, the quantum mage from the heavens, has placed himself with justice and law to take care of those that are questionable. Within the Astarium Citadel, there are dangerous prisoners, there are interstellar pirates, there are rogue warlocks, plotting necromancers, cosmic smugglers, and they're all held in stasis pools within the prison itself. Their powers dampened by the ancient ruins that the Starmere is capable of projecting. Though it is his decision to have opened this prison, we have used his services for some time now. I know that, the prison has a library that it is that contains tomes of cosmic law, rehabilitation spells, and tales of redemption among the stars for the prisoners that are within. Rumor has it that time behaves very strangely within the Astrum Citadel. A day might stretch into a month. An hour might loop endlessly. Something that I know that you are familiar with. You and your crew are the only ones familiar with such energies. Therefore, you will be asked to take on this adventure, this important duty. But that will come when they summon you and when High Command directs its initiative for what awaits you. The rest of it should be left for the others to hear at the same time. It is not pertinent for me to tell you all of these things and not have told your captain first. I hope you understand.
So you want me to keep it to myself till you can talk to the
I'm
captain?
not asking you to lie to anyone, but yes, please, if you could keep these things to yourself until the rest of the crew could be notified or brought together by the captain yourself.
Understand.
Know that the decision to allow your father to raise you was a difficult one for me.
You did a pretty good job.
The things you would have endured growing up with me would have been much different for you. I am a very busy woman. And I know that your father is as well, but mine is on a level that is celestial in nature. I come to the Prime now simply because I am needed here, and my Lord Goldstar has requested my presence. That does not mean that the military did so.
I see.
There are separate political things going on in that arena. Your father is now in control of High Command. He is above me. And I trust him. But there are others within High Command I am not so sure about. Much is taking place, much is going on. There is still corruptions in the ranks, even of the city of Queensland still. But we do not have time for this. I have other things to attend to. But know that my heart and light will always be added to yours. And she leans forward, and you see light come off her head and come towards your forehead.
Should lean forward.
Do you try to project yours?
Sure.
You feel this piece of oneness, like a greeting or a hug between you and her. Very unique. It's in spirit.
So I can control the light and it like connects us, basically.
I think so. At least at this range. And she pulls away from you at that point, and there's peace. You feel at peace. She says, there will come time when we can discuss more things in detail, but now is not that time. My daughter. I will hope to gain the title of mother by my actions.
Of course you know.
See her pull her head down, and she says, I must go.
Thank you.
We'll see you shortly.
I hope so.
See her fly up, golden wings, to the top above the deck where you guys are at. Meanwhile, you guys are in the cargo bay. She walks out, starts talking to her. Actually, no, not. Let's go to Kara.
Uh-oh.
Kara and Risa,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are having your day at the Temple of Aphrodite. It's gone really, really well. You're enjoying yourselves a great deal, and you haven't seen any priests or priestesses or anything. It's just been, it's just been kicked back, laid back. The two of you, and you see Marshal Valkyrie walk in.
Uh-oh.
She looks around and looks over at you and nods. She says, may I have a word?
Certainly.
She stands there, like away from you and Risa, I suppose anything that I say to you would be okay to tell her as well?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. She comes walking up. Thought it pertinent that I speak with you about an important matter. I hate to interrupt your shore leave, but I feel this is important. Do artwork for her as well. I am the investigator in charge of Galen Ray, and also Sheriff Board. I know that he is related to you.
He's my grandfather, yes.
Yes, so I wanted to tell you what I have discovered or what I believe to be true. The things that the sheriff and Galen have done have been against their will. They have somehow been manipulated, controlled, blackmailed, something. The things they have done, they have left clues behind, asking for help. And I do believe I cannot release this information yet because the proof that I have is not enough. But I thought you should know.
I appreciate that. Question is, how do we help them without tipping off our hand?
I've tried to discuss things with Hookleaf, and he and Elis are against releasing the information that I require. Perhaps, if you could help.
Okay. In other words, you want me to speak to Elis or Hookleaf? I would be happy to.
Their location is what we are looking for.
Who? Galen or okay?
Yes.
Then I will ask.
This is of a time-sensitive nature, but at the same time, I know that very soon you will be recalled to your ship.
Okay.
There is a mission ahead. I am aware of that. I cannot speak any details of what it is. But you do not have much time, probably within the hour.
Can I telepathy you?
Of course.
Okay. As soon as I find out, I will send you what information I can find.
Thank you, Commander Carr. I appreciate it, High Priestess. You enjoy yourselves. And she turns and walks out the temple. Reese is just chewing on some grapes, and she said, "That was interesting." They have a mission.
Indeed. And
Perhaps
here
we
I was
should-
hoping to chew on you for a while.
There will always be time for that, she says. From what I hear, the captain does not matter, or does not care if, she doesn't care for the rules. So, I think we're fine. But, well, let's enjoy our time while we have it.
Indeed.
More wine, and she, and you guys continue.
And she will try to telepathy Elis.
Okay, she'll try to flip the Elis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trying to think, I don't want to miss anything, I apologize. Zen. And Rin, I have to get to this. Rin, you are in your office.
Okay.
And you've gotten your sleep and all that stuff. You've done everything.
Okay.
You get a message from Admiral Nova. And she says, High Command has requested that you show up at 0300. And you will be required to be at same location as we met last time within this security control right here. You guys are underneath this dock.
Okay.
You will need to bring those of your crew that you feel might need to know secret or pertinent information. These words will not be for everyone on your crew.
Okay.
Your officers, such and so forth.
Okay.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain.
She'll stand up
Okay.
and head down to the cargo bay.
All right. When you walk into the cargo bay, you guys hear some laughter, and you look over and you see Crow Dog and Zen, and they look lit. They look like they tied one on. You've never seen Zen like this. She's stumbling and he's stumbling, and they walk up, and Zen's like, "Oh my God, he is fucking hilarious. You're hilarious. Did you know that this dude made a shot at 3,800 feet?" And she starts going off about this thing, and he's just kind of standing there. He's looking over at Ren. He's like,
Drunk as fuck.
drunk as fuck.
It's just
And there, you look around, and there's nobody, nobody to heal either any of them.
Well, I hate to kill your guys' buzz, but we're gonna have a mission.
Of course, Captain. And he salutes and kind of stands up straight, And Zen looks at him. She's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Where's Kara? Or is there?
I'll get him here.
She looks over, she goes, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
But that was the only way that we could get General Galaxis to listen, was to have drinks with him. The motherfucker drinks a lot. And he doesn't get drunk, so.
She'll telepathy, the party,
Okay.
basically.
All right.
She'll say, guys, meet up.
You want
We
me
have a
to?
mission.
You want me to report? Codog says. And we report to the med bay and get all the.
Yeah, Reese is not here, but she'll be back soon.
I know how to use this pack, and I know how. He goes stumbling down the hall. She goes, thanks, and he goes, no, thank you, and thank you, Captain. Zin turns and she kind of looks over, towards Seth, and she goes, I told him that was because of you. That you told me to do that. Just, yeah, I don't know why.
So they're just doing my job.
Exactly. Yeah, and they'll do it better if they think you're a good guy or you like her. Yeah. So, yeah, or something. I need to be healed. Does anybody have?
She telepathed Kara and
restoration?
Risa too and told them to
Okay.
meet up.
You guys are at the temple, and Reese's like, well, that was quicker than an hour.
Sorry, guys.
Gets up. And you guys start going back.
Yeah.
You don't see any ED10s yet because they're not out yet. It'll take about an hour. 8 weeks of training within an hour period because of the way that everything is set up with them. But you guys all get back. You see that Zen is lit. Kara. Healer. Okay. I won't say that was the hardest mission you ever gave me. She looks at Ren and she goes, but hell, that was not easy. Thank you, Kara.
Indeed.
We gotta report to back where we were before and secure you guys. We got a mission, I guess. Yes. Is everybody here?
So,
Oh,
what? What?
okay. Is everybody here?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Teardrop? Gumbar, who's both of them, will show up. Timmy, he'll show up.
Speaking of Dunbar, Brent's gonna telepathy Elis
Okay.
and say, hey, I got a tough one.
You telepathy him about the same time, so we need to do that real quick. You talk to Elis. What do you say, Car?
Do you by chance know where my grandfather is?
We have an idea that he might be in a town called Mirabilia. And that is where the big A is. And that's the information we've been able to collect so far, Car.
How about board?
I'm sure he is with him. Getting to them is another thing. We don't know the details yet about their betrayal. We don't know the fullness of everything. We're still investigating it. I will let you know if I find anything out.
I have information that he may be possessed.
Oh, do you? And where did you get that?
What's her name? She
You
did
don't
say that,
remember.
didn't she?
Huh?
You don't remember, I guess.
I don't remember her name.
The marshal?
Yeah, the marshal.
Marshal Valkyrie?
Yeah, but
You tell him that?
yeah.
Really? Very well. Yes, we are We are looking into that as well. Of course, that's a possibility. We hope that they are not inflicted in the same fashion as others within Queensland have been. But it seems that it is some sort of magical disease that is involved with possession somehow. Something so unique and rare that we have never seen it before. I will let you know if I find out any information.
I appreciate that.
Of course. I know that Eden's father is very concerned about it. They were friends. He is in charge of high command now, so
If I can help, I will do what I can.
thank you, Carl.
Indeed.
If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Okay.
All right, and then you contact Elis.
Hey,
Yeah.
I need help.
What's up, Captain?
Um,
You're getting ready to get called soon?
I do.
Yeah?
We're getting ready to go.
It's Antoninus. They caught him.
What?
Captured. You're going to retrieve him and bring him back here.
Holy
He had,
What?
he had a soul with him as a bargaining chip. He wanted to be captured. Guess whose soul?
He has Kid's soul.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Elis, this is huge.
There's only a small hitch.
What?
You'll find out the details when you get here to high command, but once pristine quarters of the Astrum Citadel now pulse with crimson emergency lights, there's something wrong. There's no reply. Astamir is at the most unhelpful. Feels very responsible for what has taken place. He is a unique individual.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He walks those corridors with deepening wisdom and discipline. He uses the prison's library to help them atone, and he rehabilitates them in the strangest of ways at times, but in-depth rehabilitation involving many hours, but only moments have passed. Something that has to do with his quantum magic. Rumor has the time behaves differently there, and according to High Command, you are the only crew that is aware of such things and how to deal with it.
Are we
So
about
you,
to
therefore, are the experts.
Are we about to be sent into another time loop?
I cannot answer that because I do not know the answer to that question, but what I do know is the last communication with Astamir was disheartening.
Yeah?
He said he'd lost control.
So basically, we're going to a giant prison in the middle of space.
Well, it's not giant. I think it houses around 200 and some odd individuals, but it's the size of your ship is almost as big as the prison is. The Astrium Citadel, as he calls it. It's a relatively small structure, and very difficult to find, but Rosa knows the way.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. But I did have a reason for contacting you.
I'm being told that you're supposed to gather here in the next 5 minutes.
We're walking. I did say that, right? That we left and we're on the way.
Are you on your way?
Yeah.
You guys all going? So who else going? You're taking Teardrop. You're taking
Yeah.
Gumbar.
Yep. Doll,
Doll.
Timmy, Seth, Zen, the party,
Yeah.
basically.
Anybody outside the party? No.
Zap?
Gazav?
Yeah.
You ask him to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He'll come.
Where is the demon that turned into a cat with Seth?
Yeah.
She's just been sitting with Seth.
The succubus, she's been with Seth as a
The cat.
as a cat.
The whole
It's a
time.
white tiger.
Black and white. Yeah.
Black and white tiger.
Black and white
Um,
tiger.
She'll say to Elis, Gavor.
She comes with you, right?
Probably.
Okay. What?
She'll say to Elis, Gavor. He needs a new body, Elis, and I don't know what to do. He's asking me to try to get him a new body. It's not fair what's going on.
So, here's the problem with that, love. We can give him a body, but he will not have the memories he has up to this point. He will lose so very much and be useless. Currently, with what is going on, it is best that he stays where he's at, according to High Command. Please, yes, there's no other option. You have need of him, both of them.
Well, of course. Why?
Otherwise,
why
we
would
have to
he
take
lose
him
his
completely out of
memories?
commission. They'd have to come to Med Bay and they would be off duty. Is that what you want?
No. Okay.
Trust me, we don't want to push that. I don't think. What are you guys calling him now? Gumbar? I don't think he, Zumbar or Gavor, would want that.
I don't. Okay. I'll tell him.
Steve, you need to be here.
We're coming. We're
Okay.
coming. We're almost there.
All right.
She'll look at Gumbar.
Okay.
She'll say, hey, I know that you want your own body, but if we push it, they're going to take you out of commission.
Zumbar, Gumbar. They both frown. You can see kind of two different frowns in his face when he looks at you. He's like,
Right now, they feel the best thing because if we put you in your own body, Gabor, you're going to lose memories. And therefore, you will be out of commission and not able to go on this mission with us. So I don't think we should push it for right now. But hey, we'll figure it out, okay?
so that means that I will remember none of this when we get back and I am healed. Correct.
I don't know.
From the time they took our blood, is that right?
I don't know.
Dumbo don't want that. Don't want forget. Don't forget.
No.
No.
And Seth is like, okay, first, stay out of my head. Second, that's what I was just getting ready to ask about, is the way to get him a body.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Dumbo like body.
I know.
Not Zumbar, Gavor.
Yes, I understand. Comes out of Zumbar's body. I understand what you're saying. The captain is right, and I am just being a little bit over dramatic, but it really does not feel good that I'm going to lose these memories.
Maybe we can find a way to preserve them and have them put back into you after you're in your new body.
It is the disease that was the problem in the original body.
Yeah.
My consciousness is retained.
We'll figure it out.
If we could do something other than that and not involve this blood and this spell that they were undertaking and do it another way, I would be more apt to do that. Captain.
We'll figure it out.
You guys
okay?
come up to the security control doors. Geo9ers open the doors for you. You go down the hall and you come into the control center. Your father's there. So you guys come walking up and he's
Is
like,
there anybody
"Oh,
else
my
in
little
there?"
peach plum, come over here."
Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, he
Shut
gives you a
up.
big hug.
Shouldn't even have a big
You see
hug.
your mother stand back there and looks uncomfortable, like, what is going on right now? He seems to be in control and command of all of this, you guys. You can tell he's number one.
She didn't do it until
Valkyrie,
he did.
I know. Valkyrie's there as well, and the chief of security for the station, Lux, is there. And
Uncle Naz.
yeah, he's like, "Hey, come here, darling." He comes over and picks her up and swings her around. I said, "I'm so proud of you girls." He said, "You, my daughter here, you know about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ED10."
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, hell.
Wait, what?
I didn't have a chance to tell you. She doesn't know.
You
I'll
see-
give a couple of.
You see her mother clear her throat. She's like, I'm
She'll
sorry,
stop talking
Captain.
mid-sentence.
No, she lets you keep talking. She
Okay.
just looks over at Ridge. She's like, Captain, if you
She'll
would
walk
prepare your crew here in the next 5 minutes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
She stands off to the side.
Guys, can this wait?
He turns and looks at you. Goes, now I don't believe we've had the pleasure to like truly get to know one another yet, dear. But you have to understand that I'm proud of you as well. Your whole
She'll smile, you know, bat her eyes.
the
at him.
golden light at one point. Now I tell you, for you all to have overcome what you have overcome, just proves that Gold Star light shines even in the darkest of places. And what lays ahead of you, she is right, is important to speak about. But first, you must take a moment to say hello and give kindness and love to those around you. I suggest you do that.
It's just
He holds out his arms.
like to hug her.
Yeah,
She'll hug him.
he hugs you.
She'll say, you know what? I can see where Eden gets it from.
And
She'll
you, dear,
smile at
come
him.
here, he says, and he goes like that, and Zen's like, what the hell? And he hugs her. She looks over his shoulder at you like, and then he looks over and he says, so Cara, who's this this new business endeavor that you're taking? You understand that I'm one of the chief exporters of fabrics, right?
No.
Okay, well, sweethearts, we should talk about that and get that taken care of, because the prices you're paying and the quality you're getting is nowhere near what I can provide. Matter of fact, if there was enough time, we would go ahead and just re-outfit everyone on board your ship.
I'd be happy with that.
But there's
give
not,
you-
unfortunately, I do not believe there's enough time now. And he turns and looks over at Admiral Nova, who's just standing off to the side and looking at Valkyrie, and they're talking, obviously, but it's telepathy. They're just kind of standing there. Chief of Security's off to the side. He's got a cup of coffee, and he's just like, he's watching what's going on.
Seth would be asking.
And then into the door, you see Vayman walk in.
me.
You see Command, and he does that to, he's like, my prince, and, Vay walks up, he's like, hey guys, how's it going?
Seth will walk up to him and say, where'd you get that coffee?
He's like, you want a cup?
I'd love
Yeah,
that.
he goes over and starts to get you a cup. Vay walks up to you guys and he's like, so, you haven't been given the mission completely yet?
Not yet.
He looks over at Naz, and he says, if you guys would like, I'll go ahead and talk it over with them and let them know what we've discussed and what we understand and what we have come to, what our conclusion has come to. I do have some information you do not possess. And he looks at the two of them and they're like, very well, my prince. And he just turns to look at you and he goes, so, you don't know anything yet. I'm assuming that some of you might have some ideas that something is going on. There was a mage, quantum mage from heaven, known as Astamir. He is the master of Dustinian, Willow. Dusty, the white quantum mage. The one responsible for making the ED10s. He looks over at Eden. He goes, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Astamir is one of the most powerful mages I have ever come in contact with. And something bad has happened to him. You're going to go in initially and find out what's going on, but you will contact me when you discover what is going on and if you need help. And I will rain fire into that motherfucking prison if need be. Your number one duty is to capture Antonius and bring him back.
Wait,
You
did
bring-
you say Antonius?
Yes.
Seth just looks over at Ren and, did he say Antonius?
He did.
Okay. Excuse mine. Interruption?
What we know from our divinations is that it is now in some sort of pocket of time. I can tell you what it looks like from the inside simply because I know somebody who is there, so to say. I can tell you that there is an emergency alert within the prison itself. Red lights, beam, floodlights, safety lights on some of the interiors. There are hairline fractures where magic and reality coexist with one another on the hull. According to divinations, we're not worried about the hulls breaching. Actually, the opposite. They're damn near impenetrable. Though they are cracked and magic is all about them, it seems that this is a tomb. Any kind of damage on the inside will not escape to the outside. It will erupt on the inside. There are some locations on this prison station that are volatile. Meaning that certain area of effect magics and damage could be very dangerous to your very existence and everything else, including your mission.
Do we engage or do we go quiet?
Well, it's important to note that this is what the prison looks like.
Okay.
We would assume a lot about this prison, but what we really know is through divinations. And he pulls out a map basically and shows you this. The best entrance according to divinations for you to move in would be to the north. The prison is surrounded with corridors on the sides that have cells. We know that for the most part, prisoners are placed within these pods and are not awake. They're only awakened when an attempt to rehabilitate them is taking place. What Astamir does, we don't know. It's quantum magic of some sort, obviously, but we don't know the exact details. But he's had a high success rate on rehabilitating criminals, bringing them back into society.
And you said you have somebody on the inside? Is that somebody we'll be making contact with?
I have someone that is familiar with time, therefore was able to produce this image for me.
Okay, I see.
What is currently going on within this prison, I do not know. Except for what you see on this map. And we can discuss the details of what's present. Central control, which is in the very center of the prison, is right here. And as you can see, there is a growth of some sort. This growth moves slightly.
Does it look like the Necrothian?
It does.
Oh no. That looks like, does everybody in this room have security clearance for her to say that? Does she know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you don't know about the security. The chief of security probably does. He probably does.
That looks like Necrothian technology.
Oh, it's more than that. Bases. Southern Seven want to retrieve their betraying mate, just as we do. It is only a matter of time that they find out his location and what's taking place.
So there's a possibility we run into them.
That possibility is definitely there, which is why I've told you, when you have need of me, I will come and we will rain hell down on that prison. Sorry, it crashed on me.
So, is there any information that you guys have about Antoninus specifically that would help us in this? Things like, does he have immunities to certain things? Like, could we just put him to sleep?
What are his weaknesses?
What are his weaknesses? Because we haven't really come in contact with him much. So, any information in reference to those things would be super helpful. Because if we can just put him to sleep, that's easy.
He smiles and she's like, well, his location, I will show you as soon as I get this map up. He's going to tell you the details of what he knows about where Antoninus is. And he is supposedly within a cell that's located on the southwest corner of the prison. As soon as this loads up. Right there. So Central Command is here. We'll get to that, okay? We'll get to that real quick. So there's four structures that are on the outside of Central Command here. And these are structures that run the station. This is air and water and plants and things like that. This is what the stations run on, this power generator of some sort here, this mechanical device that the quantum mage Astamir uses. And he also has, you know, two other rooms that are similar that run different things, like the illusionary screens within the place. The ship can rotate and move forward at a slow rate of speed, but it's very, very slow. It's not fast at all. So the center of that, like I told you, had been eaten. When you look down on it, you can see that force fields have invoked because the hull itself has been eaten through in certain locations. Now, the mage had some droids or mechanical constructs that he had created that helped work the prison with him. That is one of them there, and it seems to be unaffected by this ick. As you go up the hallway, it's spread into here, and it's doing the same. It's eaten through the hull right there, and that's as far as any of that has gone. It is located on the outside and the underneath side of the ship, or of the prison, the walls, where the shield's on the outside. You can see it growing a little bit too. So to the southeast here is where Antoninus is supposedly located, within that cell.
Why do you say supposedly?
Because we don't know. At this point, we know, but we'll say that at this point, we don't know if he's there. That is the last vision that we were able to receive. And since then, we've been unable to receive any kind of intel from the location. Also, a darkness has enveloped the prison. So you'll be required to use the new devices that you have to push this darkness back. I would suggest that you place it all around the station in various locations and light it all up. And we'll push out the darkness. Whatever is in there at this point, it could be the Southern Seven. They could be going after them. It could be Necrothians. But we do not believe it's the kind of Necrothians that we've encountered at this point. We believe these are Necrothians that have been possessed by Asmodeus himself. And I would suggest none of you say that name out loud. For me, it is a good thing. Because if he looks at me, I can do several things. So I hope that he hears me. He is our main enemy, and I can only hope and pray that We are prepared for him when the time comes. If he is there, you leave as quickly as you possibly can by whatever means necessary. Leave Antoninus, whatever you have to do. Do not encounter him. You will not survive. His last message to High Command, according to Nazking, is that he had lost control.
The prisoners or the ship?
We don't know. His telepathy was in a tremble as well. Correct? He looks at Nazki and he goes, yes, according to the information we received. Sorry, he lost his act. Yeah, according to the information we have received. What are you waiting on?
You guys ready?
Whenever you are.
Let's go.
We shall rain gold stars. Light down on whatever enemies we see.
Brenda smiles.
Let's go.
Gold Star's blessings, your mother says, and Naz says with Gold Star's blessing.
blessings.
Vagos with Gold Star's blessing.
Amen.
And
Ren does not say it back, but she just smiles.
okay. And he says, any of you can contact me.
I'll let you know what we find.
Good luck.
She'll turn around and start walking.
All right. We take a quick break there. We're going to be right back. You guys, we're just real quick. You're going to board the ship. And as soon as you get on the ship, Sub Rosa will lock everything down and start leaving. Tazar can start to move the crates for you and get them into that room. And
Seth will help you.
all of that. And Seth,
Ren
when you...
wants to telepathy the party. I'm sorry.
Seth, when you are down there, you realize Tazar's like, we had to get these ready and prepared. He points to the lights. He's like, I don't know how they work, but they got a manual and everything. And he doesn't know that you guys are going to use them, you know what I mean? He just says that to you. He's like, we need to learn how to use these.
Car could show him.
Yeah. Okay, car starts to show people how to use it. They've built it in with rods now, where you can just pull a rod out of the crate and pick one of them up and move it with that rod. As long as it's within your line of sight, the light, you can move it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You told me that when they brought him in.
Yep. So getting them outside would be putting them in the airlock, closing it, opening the other side, letting it out, and then closing back, you know.
Right.
And then it's out there and you can see through the window, or you can send it however you want, wherever
Right.
you want. It also can go invisible. So you start to teach people how to use these, and yeah. So you wanted to let
I know.
people
I know
quick,
you want to take a break.
and then we'll
real
take a
quick.
break. No, we got time. Go ahead.
Okay. She'll say, no, it can wait. It's gonna be a lot.
Go ahead. We
It's
got
gonna be
like
a-
10
okay,
minutes. How about
okay,
that?
cool.
Is that fair?
She's gonna say you guys. The party. She's gonna say you guys. Just the people in the party.
Okay.
Do you remember when Rosa told us that one of the Necrothians had gotten captured and we didn't have the security clearance to know where it was at? I wonder if this is the location where it is and that's where the stuff came from. Like if this was the place that they were holding
That would
it.
be a very big possibility.
I didn't want to say anything while we were in the room with all of them because like that, realizing that information could get me in trouble. Just something to consider.
It's very astute, Captain. You hear the voice. I would say it is a guess, but I would say 99% correct.
Yeah. That's where they were holding the thing.
For sure.
I wonder if, what's his name? Asmir? Asmir?
Starmere.
Astarmir? If Astarmir was like doing experiments on it or something and it got out of control, maybe that's why he lost control of the ship.
very big
I don't know
possibility.
if we should tell High Command this or not. Like I said, this information could get me in trouble from realizing that.
Captain,
Well-
I am more concerned with the Southern Seven and us getting there as quickly as possible.
Right.
Good horses.
Agreed.
Yeah, me too. Let's go. Rosa, let's go.
Full speed, Captain. Maybe we can quit there and we'll come back here in just a moment. I gotta go to the restroom, but yeah, we'll see you in just a bit.
Bing.
And we're back.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
You're
So,
flying through space.
So
Ryan, go ahead.
as soon as we get on, she will start casting on everyone,
Okay.
just to, have
You
to play
gotta
it out.
list all the shit you're gonna do to them.
Hide, life, death.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
Okay. Well, they need to know,
Okay, go ahead.
don't they?
Yeah.
Hide tracks. So hide life, hide tracks, and then don't forget the stones that you guys have.
Ren would ask you, does the hide tracks detect as magic? If you look at it with the detect magic?
never tried. It's a good question.
Because if it does, my tracks are already hidden, I'm pretty sure. If it detects as magic, that would be...
Well, let's test it and find out.
Okay.
And she'll cast Detect Magic and have somebody she's already casted on walk. See if it leaves a magical trail.
It doesn't.
It does not?
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Seth will take the succubus.
I don't think.
Yeah.
It's a witch spell, right?
It is.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
And
Go ahead.
Seth will take the succubus
Fruit?
off into another room and have her change into a humanoid form
Okay.
and have her put on a uniform
She'll do that.
so that she doesn't look out of place.
When you're standing there, she's like, so. She's real lanky and skinny.
Okay.
She says to you, so now that the contract's over, I feel there's probably someone close by that I can dedicate to and perhaps make another pact with. Otherwise, I have very little powers other than those that are innate in my blood. Not of much use to you all.
Well, Zen had dedicated to Glistinian, so that's an option.
Okay.
I don't know who else you would dedicate to. You might talk to her.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, you are part of our family.
She was once with us. Her and I's relationship is a bit strange. I know her as the Lance. I know her as someone different than you all are
Right.
aware of. But she has changed, I see.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, you're flying through space, Ren, and you get a telepathy from Bay. He says, there's one other thing.
Yeah?
You have another duty, another mission. This is for your ears only. But you do all you can to see that it is done. The cube is on and in the prison somewhere. You are to retrieve that cube back to me.
The cube of Intima?
Yes. Do not let it be misplaced. Now, if people have to die in the process of you retrieving this cube, then people have to die. Do you understand how important this is?
Okay.
This will make or break heaven being on the prime material plane, or hell being on the prime material plane. Right now, the Levitic energy and magic from the lower planes is seeping onto our planet.
So this is more important to you than even Antonite?
It is. Return the cube. Now, it will be very beneficial to us for you to retrieve Antonius as well.
Does he have it? Do you know?
He did have it. When he was captured. That's how I know it's there. Where? I do not know.
Can I touch it without anything happening to me?
Oh, I would dare not put that thing in your hand. Do not let it touch your flesh. I thought you would assume that. Never touch an artifact or an item of that sort with a bare hand. And there are times even touching it without that can be detrimental. This one I do not believe is. I know it is not.
So a gloved hand would be.
Yes. If you look on your table in your office, you will see a bag that you can place it in. And he disconnects.
She's gonna go to her office and telepathy Kazab.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes, Captain. That was all quite interesting.
it was, and I have some things and some ideas.
First off, I will tell you that Astarmir is very powerful. If we are coming into something there that has defeated him, we need to be on our A game.
So, can you meet me in my office?
Of course. He appears from the floor up. Like an image.
Before he comes in, she'll say the word in her office.
Okay.
For Rosa to stop.
Okay. All right. To stop recording. So.
And she'll say, so, I think that this is the location that they are keeping that Necrothian that they captured. I was told that they had captured one and that I didn't have high enough security clearance to know where it was located. And I suspect that Astarmir is doing experiments on it, and that's when he lost control of the ship.
Would you like me to try to find out some information?
So that, and then one other thing. Is there an Arcanite stone on board that ship? Do you know?
In the prison?
Yeah.
It is like an Arcanite stone, but different.
In what way?
Created through quantum magic.
Okay.
It, in all aspects, is the same thing, just as a divinity stone is, or a nature stone.
I wonder if we could connect to it, or use Rosa to connect to it. I'm asking you because you have reign over Rosa. Now, I want to talk with everybody else about that piece, but it's just an idea. Is that something that's even possible?
I can try, Captain. I think you might have an idea that might work. I can at least hear what is going on, perhaps. Maybe even see.
Okay.
It
Let's
will
go out
take-
here to Rosa and we can try.
Very well. He walks, you see him disappear, goes down the ground.
She'll say the word and let Rosa report again. And she'll walk out into the meeting
You
room.
walk out, you see him actually appear, his body appears.
She'll grab the bag. She had grabbed the bag
So-
off the table when she walked in there.
Where's the rest of the crew? Down in the cargo hold?
Dilara was
You're not going to stay there, probably. Dilar was sort of casting and going to people and doing protections.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what she was gonna do.
So probably everybody gathering in the Sub Rosa in the meeting room, the main deck, right?
She'll walk out there. Where did Zen go?
Like
by
there.
the way?
She's with you.
Okay, cool.
Actually, she's in there. She wasn't with you through all that. She's sitting at the table over there.
She'll
You walk
out.
in. Kazav appears.
She'll sit down next to her.
Timmy and Teardrop are there. Gumbar is there. You're there.
Comes in.
Seth, Kara.
Seth and Kara were down in the cargo hold.
Yeah.
Kara was getting at least 6 of the rods of light ready.
Okay.
One for top and bottom, and one for each side.
Okay.
And then she was going to start working on making sure the plants were where they're supposed to be, and the
Okay,
birds
so-
and stuff.
Kara's doing that. What's Seth doing?
Seth's probably helping.
Okay.
Eden can help them. So
Eden
that
will
it
help
goes
him. That's
faster,
what
yeah.
Eden's doing. So I do have a map. I did work on some maps, and so if I can find this and not embarrass myself here,
A lot of stuff.
there. So the ship, when you got the upgrades and everything was done, we built off on next to the rooms, and that's where all of this is, the alchemy and the horticulture and alchemy tables, and they got a door that comes from Dahl and Car's room into here, and windows coming down from up here. This is where your lotus will be able to be grown, all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
various other plants. And there's some desks and alchemy stations and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
So, Carl, that's what you're setting up,
Right.
and everybody else is up in the main room.
So walk up and So she'll say, guys, I have an idea. Kazav's gonna see if it'll work. We might be able to connect to the Arcanite stone that's on the prison from Rosa.
Is that safe?
Kazav's finding out.
I believe that I can at least perhaps understand some information about what has happened. He reaches out and touches Rosa, and you see him kind of connect. His eyes glow and his hand glows, and he stays there for a moment. Then you see she speaks out of her. He's still got his eyes closed, or he still has his hand on her, and then he closes his eyes, and then you see her speak. She kind of quivers, and she says, in a male voice, you hear, "I've lost control. The Necrothians, they breached the wards. Asmodeus is whispering in their minds, promising them power beyond death. The prisoners, all of them, given pacts, asked to sin. I failed them. I failed this place. And now I have become them." And you see turns back and looks at you. He's like, "Azimir is no more." How is this possible? Captain, they have added his genetic material to themselves.
Give me a moment. She's
Goes
gonna
over and sits down. You see him stumble a little bit, and he sits down.
She's gonna kind of step away, and she's gonna tell everything.
Okay.
She'll say, "Prince Fairman,
Yes.
we have some new information that I think you might want.
Okay.
We were able to access Starmir's last message, and there was more to it than what we were told.
Yes.
They've added Starmir's consciousness to theirs, the Necrothians. We've also learned that all the prisoners seem to be hearing Asmo's voice in their heads within the prison.
Even those asleep. Well, most of them are asleep. Do not wake them. Thank you for the information. You should be there shortly, should you not?
I think so.
At that point, Rosa says, "Captain,
Yes.
the Astrum Citadel is ahead." And she shows a picture of it.
She'll say, are the lights in place?
I believe the car has worked on those and is currently in the process of doing so with Seth Dunn.
Let's wait until we get the lights in place before we get any closer because of the darkness.
Very well. There seems to be no darkness.
No?
No.
Oh. Okay. We'll move forward then. She'll say to them, she'll telepathy the whole party. She'll say, don't wake them, the prisoners, you guys. Because if what he said is true about their voices being in their heads, then if we wake them, we're going to be dealing with a lot more than...
Rosa says, "Red alert," and you see the lights go red, and everybody gets ready.
Make my way down to the corridor there. All my characters.
Doll is going to cast a spell to the last word. And I just want to say this before any initiative gets hit. It's called Nether Boost.
Okay.
and she will use some of the vulcanite. Or she will take some out of the bag and put it in her hand
Okay.
and try and get a specific doubling of this instead of going way over wind or she's trying to, so by casting this spell, the witch pulls forth energy from the nether and absorbs it into themselves, giving them amazing benefits. While this spell is active, they gain 1 level and 1d4 extra hit points per level. They also become completely immune to death magic for the duration of the spell.
Yeah. Badass
So it
spell.
would gain 2 levels, right? That would be double.
Yeah.
And then would it be 2d4 hit points per level?
It would.
Okay. And then death magic, you can't
And what's the
really double
duration on that spell?
The duration is 1 round a level, and this will put her at 11th level.
So 11 rounds,
And you're holding it to the last word.
and you're holding it till last round. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll those?
So yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it's
it would be
gonna be
great to
2.
have it whether you use it or not.
Yeah.
It would be good to know what it is.
So it'd be 2d4.
Damn. So you guys
2d4 times
Gathering
11.
there, she just starts casting. You see this ghostly light blue magic with dark streaks come through it and whip through her hair and whip around her body, and then kind of just come over to her left hand or whatever hand you're going to hold it in. You're going to, is it a somatic too?
Yeah. I think
So it'd be whatever hand you hold it in until you speak the last word and use the last somatic together.
Okay.
If it's somatic as well. Is
It'll
it
be your
material?
left hand.
It materials.
No,
stone.
it's a voice and semantic.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have a semantic and a voice to cast the spell.
Honestly, is there anybody not going? And that's to the party.
You ready for
This
me
is
to
gonna
put
take a
these lights out?
Let's put them out just in case.
So we'll put.
So you put all the lights. You put 6 lights.
There appears to be no darkness, but just in case, let's
So
have
it does cast shadows on this round-like structure with some hard sides on it. You'll need double what you got right now. You'll need
Okay.
12 of them to completely cover this place in light. So it'll take a little time to do that. You get that done. Let
So
me.
that's the first 11.
I don't know who else going. I tried to guess, but
Everybody.
there's the Sub Rosa right there.
That's what she says. Is there anybody not going?
Nobody says no. Timmy Doll, Teardrop,
Ren is gonna grab one of
Ren,
those.
Zen, Kara, Seth, Gumbar, and Aiden. Am I missing anyone?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Is Kazav gonna go with us or no?
He tells you it would be best if he stayed behind unless you really think he should go. He thinks
No.
he should stay
She'll let us
behind.
do it. Ren is going to grab one of those breathing
Collar.
things, one of those
Okay.
collars. Before
Everybody grabs one of those probably.
when they see her do it, they're like,
Grab one.
"Oh,
Do I get Constitution bonus?
No.
I was doing math. I'm sorry.
No, you won't. You won't get any time. It's just 2
Okay.
to 4.
I was doing rolling in math.
That's fine.
I did not hear
Um,
any of that. I'm so sorry.
We were talking about
Red walked up and grabbed one of those breathing things.
The breathing
and he said
collars.
everybody else grabs them when she does that.
Yes.
Just in case.
Okay, so she gets plus 55 hit points.
Wow.
all right. Yeah, you have it all ready, right?
I do.
And when it takes place, we can do it.
Yeah. I just wanted to get it. And
So-
see how many extra spells she gets.
After you get the lights set up and you guys get ready at the airlock and you connect and Zabrosa tells you that she's showing that there's still power, magic on the station, but that it is in some sort of bubble of time, she tells you. and we are currently no longer in the same time as we were. The time here is incredibly slow. We would have to spend years here to spend a day outside of this.
Okay. So
That's
reverse
pretty
of what it
cool.
was last time.
Yeah, reverse of what it was last time.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
No. I'm so sorry. I was trying to get there with the rolling and everything.
She'll kind of look at everybody. Just what's their general disposition?
Determined. There
Anything out of the ordinary?
doesn't seem to be any fear. You do notice that the succubus is now in a uniform, standing next to Seth.
Okay,
You guys step in the airlock.
I'm ready.
Seth's got his bow out.
Tazar closes it and looks through at you and salutes at you and opens the other side.
She'll telepathy him from here. Can you hear me still?
Yes, Captain. As you
Turn around.
step into the prison's main thoroughfare right there, where you can see the air around you just thickens. You've got the things, but you can feel that the air thickens. The walls, when you look at the walls, you can see that there were once adorned celestial paintings, murals, on the walls that are broken, cracked up, slashed. There's claw gouges and marks, and there's scorching marks on some of it. Looks like some sort of acid on the side of the bulkhead. But the whole bulkhead itself, including on the outside and in the hallway that you're currently in, has got stress fractures all through it with this white glowing magic. All in it. So it kind of lights the room up a white color, but there's a red light behind you that's flashing with emergency type energy. To your left, there's a door that has a red light on it that's flashing. And then to your right is a door that's open that looks like it's been opened. And you can see a prison cell right there. And then there's a door in front of you over here that just looks like a normal door. Sorry. So that's what you see right now. The sin of ozone and fear hangs heavy in the room. You can feel that something's not right. The air hums with like a tension almost. You never experienced anything like this before. It's like there's a presence that's next to you. And the tension in the air is stretching or subtly bending the fabric of space and time around you. The symphony of alarms that you can hear in the distance, and the light behind you, the red light and the red blinking light on the door, all kind of make things real chaotic and kind of hard and difficult to see because there's flashing lights and stuff like that. I know you're gonna smell. Hold on just a second. Yeah. Well, he said that. He just said it a second ago. It's like magic and reality have collided together with time. Once again, another situation that you've experienced in the past, but this one seems to be a little different. And you hear moaning, you hear talking, you hear laughter, you hear various things in the distance. And you're gonna smell Seth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll percent dice. Very air itself feels like there's a war going on in it. to your scent, it's like there's two things that are fighting each other. Feels like it could pull or draw you into it. One thing that happens to you is you detect evil. Being out from where it's at, you're hearing the laughter, and the crying, the screaming, the talking from some of the cells. As this is going on, everyone's hearing voices and things that are happening. But even your detect evil is picking up, you know, in the emergency lights and everything, kind of a convergence of demons and devils within your area of effect. You feel them everywhere. You feel evil all around you, and you realize that they're just beyond your sight, or just beyond an awareness of them being aware of you, because of the goodness that you are. It's like just a maelstrom of desire and corruption, and everybody, as you're all standing there, and she's feeling this. Car, you can kind of feel that something's wrong. You're connected to Eden, to your God, and you feel that there's like a great evil, and it just comes off her, almost like you gain to detect evil. And then everyone hears voices, and some of them say things like, sign the pact, seal the deal. It's like papers are rustling as you hear these voices. You hear, serve us, and your desires will be given. And Eden, you can feel that it's like they want to wear you, your body as a cloak. They want to, like, you can feel them all around you, and you know that everybody's probably in danger of this, but they don't seem to be aware of what's going on around them. You can hear what sounds like glass being stepped on, things shattering in the distance. And as you're feeling this, and you look at the walls, this energy that's coming off of this glowing cracks seems to be drawing you to the center of the station. Like, it's not evil, it's good, whatever this is. Some of the voices are a little more rasp and not as forgiving, and they say things like, let us in, we hunger for sensation. And you can hear them mixed in all about, they say, the taste of fear, the warmth of your flesh, your soul, but a morsel, we are ravenous. And you hear all these voices kind of mingling in all around you. To your right, you can see that door's open. What do you guys do?
Eden will telepathy the party that's with us and tell them, y'all, there are demons and devils.
Speak up. I can't hear
Y'all, there are demons and devils everywhere. And this is in their heads.
you. Doll, you've stepped back into the airlock. It's not closed. It's still open in here, but it's closed behind you.
They are everywhere. I can feel them. And we are just beyond their awareness. We are in great danger.
Will Seth's non-detection affect her detect evil?
It doesn't seem to in this instant.
Because he wanted to make sure to cover the entire party with it.
Ren's is up too, right? They don't seem to have any effect on Eden feeling this.
Okay.
Almost like her ability to feel is beyond that or something. You're not
Okay.
sure. You don't know any of this.
Right.
Seth, obviously, you would have a feeling that
He
was
wanted
the case.
to make sure that his cheetah hands and feet were out too.
Okay.
Speed things along.
I can tell you there's something towards the center of the ship right in front of us that's not evil, and I'm feeling drawn towards that area. I don't know if it's just because it's good, but that's what I can feel.
So from where you're at, it's about 85 feet from right in front Eden to this door here. This door's open, this one's blinking and seems to be locked.
The doll is going to go ahead and release the Nether Boost spell.
Okay.
So 22 rounds.
Boom, it goes on you.
And then she will immediately begin casting another 5th level spell.
Okay.
Nether-
You hear rustling in the room that the door's open when that spell goes off.
Ren
And then you start casting your next one.
is going to telepathy Zen and tell her to stay close to me.
She looks over at you.
She's going to go down into cat form.
Okay. You go into a calico cat.
Mhm.
All right.
cute little fuzzy calico.
Okay.
Real cute. Got this dog.
Gumbar says, we are being watched.
We should go towards that door. I think we should go towards the middle. And see, I know that that's not where our goal is located, but maybe that might be a good start.
So, what are you doing, doll? You just staying back there in the
No,
airlock?
she,
Cat, you cast another spell. You're staying
Yes.
back there. How many segments is it?
5.
Okay.
I want to double it with the Vulcanite.
Okay.
Same as last time. It's Netherport. Duration, 1 segment a level. She's 11th level now.
Okay.
So that would be 22 segments. This spell allows the caster to have netherness or ghost-like form and transport to any location they can see as a ghost for the duration of the spell. This transportation seems instant on the prime material, but the witch travels through the netherworld. No physical attack can harm them while they are in netherness. They can transport as many times as they want as long as the spell is active. Each transportation takes 1 segment
Okay.
before she steps out, and so it'd be quick because we're not in combat.
Okay. You cast that spell, and your body goes to nether. When you start to move back into the prison, in front of you, you can see some kind of. It looks like the air is shattered glass with that white magic. And when you step through it, you become disconnected from that nether form and go back to solid form. You think you could still turn around and walk back out, though.
I'll do it just to see.
Okay, you do, no problem. And you were told it was something with time, so
Yeah.
that happened to you before with the nether.
So she'll telepathy to the party. As soon as I step in there, I will be disconnected again from the netherworld and I'll be useless to you guys. And this is what it looks like, and she'll send everybody a mental image of what she's seeing.
It matches what's on the walls. The fractures that are all along the walls, it matches it, but it's in the air at the exit. It can't be seen, obviously, but when you went to nether form, you saw it.
Yeah.
Ronald, well, you're not useless. You have other magic besides just nothing.
Mm.
So, that's not true. Stop talking about my friend that way.
Who says that, Brianna?
Right.
Yeah.
So just as agreed.
Of course, Gumbar says, so you stay back or you come?
She'll step through.
She steps in. Okay, this time it's not there. You're not in nether form. So when you step in, there's no effect. You don't see anything. But your other spell that is still attached to you. You still have the hit points. You still have all the stuff that you did, the 2 levels.
Nice.
That's still present.
Cool.
So you step back in.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let's move forward, guys. I think we should go towards the middle. Let's even see if we can get through these doors.
Who's saying that?
Eden.
Okay.
Just start walking.
All right.
I got your back.
All right. You guys walk up kind of towards the edge of where the red light's shining, emergency red light, and you can see through this door and into these pods and these cells. It looks like there's a couple prisoners that are huddling in the corner, shivering and shaking. You see a couple others that are in some sort of suspended animation, just floating there in the air, eyes closed. You see one sitting on the far side from you guys over here, sitting legs crossed, looking out through his door at an angle right at you. and its eyes are jet black, no pupils, no, it's just jet black looking at you, just sitting there inside this pod. Eden, you could feel that these pods are being attacked. It's like they're trying to hold up from what's happening on the outside, the pressure that's taking place from these evil entities. You know they want to wear them like cloaks, like suits. You know that these prisoners, some of them, you look and do see one that's sitting by himself, human, bald head, and he's praying. You see he's on his knees praying in this pod. So what do?
Walk forward towards that door.
All right. Everyone follows. I suppose you get to this door, and it opens. You see the room that's lit up, and inside this room you see Necrothians.
God damn it.
But these Necrothians, one is a harbinger of decay. He's up front. When the door opens, you immediately smell. You would immediately smell him. You don't smell anything. There's no smell. Behind him are 3 other Necrothians that look like foot soldier types, and then far beyond them is an Apex Ascendant. This is the one that you saw that squatted inside of the engine of the Sub Rosa.
One doll
And-
tried to absorb.
Yeah, and they're all sitting like in a suspended animation with their bodies, but their eyes are jet black and they're moving around. They look at you, all of them, like, but their bodies are frozen, like mid-move.
Doll's telepathy, everybody. Why is everyone's eyes jet black? What?
Reynolds with the disease because of asthma, sweetie. There's
Possessed.
possession going on here.
The Necrothians have become possessed by Asmodeus.
Why are these guys frozen? Is that gonna happen to us if we step in this room?
I still feel the pressure around us. Nombar says.
She no feel out with her detect good and evil. What does she feel in this room right here?
So it's 80
In
feet,
front of
right?
us, yeah.
So she feels evil, these individuals. You can feel to right about here.
Okay, what about in the air? That's not where any of the good is.
But in the
She's-
air, you feel evil everywhere,
Okay,
just like you
even
did
in this
before. It's
room.
very hard to distinguish.
Permission to engage, Captain.
You can hear a muffled, like, deep voice, and you also hear that hum that's in the air still. It seems to be stronger now that this door is opened, and you're looking in here. That hum seems to be a lot stronger, probably coming from the center area over here, directly in front of you.
Eden's gonna grab her sword. She's gonna invoke her magic resistance out of it.
Okay.
Like 10 feet around her. And
Goes
she's
up.
gonna feel if it pushes against anything in this room in front of us.
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's still within your magic resistance. That evil that you felt that was all around, it's still inside this bubble of your magic resistance. Your magic resistance didn't invoke.
So it's not attacking us.
It's
is
not
what you're
attacking you. It's not.
saying. Okay.
You don't know. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? But you still feel it. It's still there.
Okay. Come on, guys.
That's right
Walk
behind you.
forward. Nobody
So
else
you
is
walk
saying
forward.
anything.
So if you walk, I mean, do you go around them or do you go
Yeah.
right up to them?
Go around.
The Harbinger Decay, you don't smell anything like I said before,
So
which is
weird.
odd. So you go past him, past
Mhm.
them,
Yeah.
you start heading this way.
Um.
The door's right there in the
Yeah,
center.
the door's right there in the center.
There's a door. Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah. Head that direction.
All right, you come up to this door, kind of gathered next to these Necrothians, and as you walk by the Necrothians, they do this. They're like, they watch you. Their eyes go as far as they can go to watch what you're doing. At this point, they're all faced away from you. Can't see you though. By the time you get on the other side. Down this hallway, you can see there's some sort of growth on the floor and wall down here, and you do see that there's a pile of growth over here where you know there's a hull breach that has a shield on it right down here.
We won't be able to get in that hallway with all that growth down there.
So it's one person width to get into this hallway, one at a time.
Eden will step up first.
Okay. The door opens.
Look in.
Okay. It goes about 85 feet to another door. Immediately to your
How tall's Eden?
right and left are walls, that's it. It's about
5'9".
8.5 foot tall.
So he can aim over you.
The hallway is, and about 5 feet wide, 8 feet wide. So
Start walking down it, I guess.
Okay.
He's right behind her with an arrow right over her head.
So it's just Seth and Eden right now. No one else goes in.
No.
Ren will wait. She'll see me.
Oh.
We don't know. I don't know. It seems weird that it's one person.
Gumbar will go with you.
Okay.
Let them
If
scout.
nobody else
And
does,
then we'll go forward.
All right.
he's gonna go with you. So Eden, Seth, and then Gumbar. And everybody else is just kind of hanging out in the back right now, which is fine. Sorry about this. This takes a little bit.
Doll will turn her back to the hallway and face towards them. She's gonna try to telepathy someone on the ship. Crow dog.
He hears you. So those three are up front right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to turn your back and look this way.
No, they were all down there.
That's right.
Yeah. They just didn't go in the hallway.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Doll, you're gonna back up.
She's got her back turned to Ren, facing the rest of the room, keeping a lookout.
Okay.
Ren is kind of, she's in cat form, but she's down by Zen's feet.
Okay. I don't know why they're doubling, but they did. All right, so I'm gonna put you. You're looking through, but you're just kind of like right there as a cat, right?
Yes.
Okay. Doll, when you look around, like you can't even see around this apex ascendant. It's too big. You gotta move to the side if you want to see the door or anything. Otherwise, I mean, you can see things, but you know what I mean. Like you can't see what's going on over here. You're, how tall are you?
5'10".
And they're about 9 feet.
Damn.
Feel me?
Huge.
And it's frozen, so you can look around it. You could move to the side or whatever, but that's what I just wanted to let you know that vision-wise, that's what's going on.
Right.
And you can't really see around this corner either now where you're standing. Or around this corner. All right, Eden. You guys move to the front, as everybody is
Okay.
collecting themselves. You can hear hum that was in the air. It was kind of a tension like hum coming from inside the control room.
So with my detect good and evil, do I still feel good in that direction?
You do. It gets really close when you come up to that door. You feel like it's on the other side of that door.
Okay. This one doesn't open like the other ones did?
No.
She'll look at it. Is there any door
There's a handle on it to open.
Hey, you guys check for traps?
I can. Seth can.
You gonna check for traps?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gotta kind of move in front of you.
She'll turn against the wall and let him
Okay.
squeeze past her.
Well, if there's a trap, he's found it. I rolled an 8.
You don't see a trap, Seth.
Okay. Is it locked?
Try it, and it doesn't seem to be. It
Okay,
starts to
so
open.
it'll
Okay. It opens inwards.
Okay. He'll open it and let her in.
As soon as you open the door, across the room from you, you see a white maged robe, or robed mage, sorry, a white robed mage that has would look like hourglasses in his eyes. He's holding a staff that has a white, piercing, energetic stone at the top of it that is cracked. Looks very similar to what the walls look in this place. It's the same color, it's pulsating, and you would guess that it's faster as you've gotten in here. It seems to be moving quicker. It appears that he's frozen somehow, just like the creatures that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And his eyes are moving just like theirs are, and looks at you when you come to come into the door.
Just a white
Part
robe.
of his eye on his left eye is turned black. It's like it's just partially black. Like he's partially possessed, or it was an attempt was being made, or time has stopped an attempt.
Or so.
You're not sure. There are all kinds of tables and what look like illusionary screens and things like that that are in this room with ruins everywhere on everything. The center of the room has a what looks like a construct that's been destroyed partially, laying on the ground. There is blood on the floor as well. And the doors on the inside of this room are blinking with little red lights, including the one you opened. To this direction, you can see out into space.
Ooh.
It has a shield on it of some sort, but you can see out. And this whole hallway is covered with this same stuff. You guys have seen this before. This is the same stuff that was in the lab.
Okay.
You've encountered it.
We know that electricity is what area of affection is dangerous here.
Yes. On the other side of a star mirror, this mage, you see a possessed ascendant, frozen just like all the other beings that you've seen so far. But his hand is reaching out towards the mage. He's probably 3 feet away from him, but he's reaching out towards him. Frozen. Roll an observation half, Eden. Roll an observation half, Seth. Half your intelligence, -2, I think, if you have it.
8 would be half.
Do we round up if our intelligence is an odd number?
Yeah. Seth, you make it?
Yes.
It looks like his staff is trembled and fractured. As you're looking at it, you realize the wood on the staff is like the stone, but it doesn't have the white magic running through it. It looks like it's in the process of exploding, is what it looks like to you.
On this necro?
No, on the mage, the star mirror
Oh.
that's there with the standing in front of this necromage, or this necro thing, this Apex Ascendant. The actual staff that he's holding on to that has the crystal on it
Okay.
is like it was, and then just time stopped, like it was exploding and time stopped. Yeah.
Do these screens show what's in the each of those
If you,
cubes?
Red's gonna start.
does
doing
these
that.
rooms,
Huh?
these rooms you mean?
The cells.
Oh, the cells? No, no. When you look at it, it looks like they're rooms that have machinery, and you would know it to be the ones around here.
So the screens on the
Screens
center-
here show what's in these rooms.
Those rooms.
It's
Okay.
you're not seeing any of the cells, strangely enough. But there are two other desks over here. So that's from where you're at. That's what you can see from where you're at. There might be more. You're not sure. And this Apex Ascendant is also looking at you guys.
Mhm.
And he's possessed too, like you can tell.
Red's gonna start making her way down the hallway.
Okay.
He's a kitty cat.
All right. Zen will follow you.
And unless Doll stays there, I'm assuming the rest of us are going to follow her too.
Yeah, doll always brings up the rear.
Huh?
Sorry?
Doll always brings up the rear.
Okay.
Always. It's always
All right,
But
Timmy.
we're not going to leave you behind.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
All right. So Kara,
Right. Timmy and Teardrop.
Teardrop will go next.
Okay.
And then Timmy. And then Doll. Yeah?
Yep.
Alright. You all come up?
Indeed.
Eden will walk in the room so that everybody else can get through.
Yeah, same with Seth.
The walls in this room are also warping in the fashion that it seems like they're breathing. They're going like this. It doesn't always seem to be in the same spot.
Is the good that Eden feels coming from a star mirror?
Yeah, it's coming from the man that's holding the mage.
I'm
the
guessing
quantum
that's who
mage.
it is.
Yes, yes. Warden of Star Mirror, or
I'm sorry, I guess I shouldn't have assumed that.
no, you. I can guess that there'd be a reason why you would.
Kara wants to check and see if he's still alive.
A
He
Star
said
Mirror.
His eyes are moving.
His eyes are moving. Yeah. You think he's alive for sure.
Okay.
So, did you guys come in actually, all of you, or you just staying in the hallway? Because
Yeah,
not all of you
no.
can see this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Eden
just you-
came in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eden comes in.
Yeah. And then if Zumbar moves, then Red will come in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Zumbar. If Eden goes in, Zumbar will go in.
Yeah. And Seth was going in.
Where are you going, Seth?
Let's Gonna go to this first console on the left.
Here.
No, the left, far left. If you can get over there without getting in that stuff on the floor.
Okay, it looks like, yeah, you can make it to like behind the chair or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
He wanted to see if you can. He's trying to find a way to look in the cells.
You don't see any direct vision of the cells, but what you do see when you look at this screen,
Mm-hmm.
you see images of obsidian winged beings floating around in the hallways that are on the outside of this room when you look through here. So out in this area, what you see are what you felt. It's like their wings are fracturing reality all around them as they move in this hallway, and there's so many of them.
Okay.
They flitter from shadow to shadow too, even though it's all lit up in there.
Yeah.
There are shadows in there, and that's why you can see them, is because most of it's lit up, but they still disappear in the shadow and they come back again. They're not completely hidden from the lights that have been flooded in this, around this room. If that makes sense?
Yeah. Ren. Check this out.
Ren will come back to her normal form and she'll walk up and look.
Yeah, you see it too. Few moments go by and the screen switches and it shows the other side,
Okay.
and you see the same thing.
She'll turn around and she'll walk over to this other middle thing over here, this area, and kind of start looking around.
When you come up to this table, it looks like some kind of, some kind of machine or magical device that might be able to scry on something, is what it reminds you of. And when you get up close to it, you realize you could probably invoke it with casting ability, but as you walk up close to it, you look at a star mirror, and even though he's holding a staff, in his other hand you see a cube that he's holding on to. And that, you realize from the angle that this is going on, that this overseer, this creature was trying to, this Necrothian was trying to grab the cube.
So the cube she's supposed to get.
Yeah, you think that's the
She'll
it's
walk
not cube?
over there. Slowly. Not
Okay,
to make
hold
sure
on.
not
So this
to
is
step.
Ren?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're in cat form.
She came back.
Okay,
To look at the console.
alright, yeah. Goodness. Cara, I don't know what you're gonna do, but
She was going in. She
Going
wanted to see if Astarion was still alive.
okay. You guys coming up any farther?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like everybody's trying to go
Ren's
in.
heart's evidently beating really fast because mine
Long, slow, deep breaths.
Not actually in the room though.
Yeah.
All right. It's really lit up in there. So you're gonna actually move to Astarion, right to him, right?
Yeah.
His token's not here. He's right in front of this guy.
Okay.
Just so you guys are aware. I'm sure that confused you. I forgot to say it. Don't have a token for him. But
She'll look at him.
he's looking at you.
She'll look at the staff. She'll look at the cube. She's gonna kind of look him over.
Now that you're up close, you don't need an observation either. You can see this staff is in the midst of exploding. You realize time has stopped somehow in this area. Not for you, though. And not for them, their eyes and their whatever it is that's going on there. that's still presently aware of what's passing. So it's almost like they're just suspended or paralyzed, or you're not sure. But like I said again, the walls are rippling every so often too.
She'll say out loud, you guys, he's still alive, I'm pretty sure, but I think that the orb is connected to the ship somehow.
On the staff?
Yeah, I think that it was going to explode or something, which was going to destroy this place. I think he stopped it. Somehow. Or someone did. That's what it looks like to me.
Divorces, they are still all around us. Even in this room. Do you not feel it?
Ren is going to cast 2 seconds. Detect magic.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Everywhere, all around.
Walls,
her.
air,
Oh, so it does nothing
everywhere.
for her.
And it's powerfully strong at that staff. Like it's bright and it's strong.
She'll go like this and kind of try to. Does it look like she just can't make anything out? With
She
that,
doesn't
can
know.
she?
I mean, it's obvious to you both. You know, anyone looking this close that it's exploding. It's actually, you know, the magic's what's keeping it connected. The glow in between the solid of the wood pieces is what's keeping it connected.
Is there any emotion in his eyes when she looks in his eyes?
So you turn and look at him and try to.
No, not with detect magic, just normal.
Okay. You didn't look for it before, so now you're going to turn it off and turn and look at him? What are you going to do? Turn to look at him. He looks down at the cube and then he goes.
Pull out a bag.
He goes.
Like no.
Yeah, like he's obviously telling you no.
He was glancing at the Necathane, wasn't he?
No, he looked down at the cube and then he looked at
He's
her.
communicating with Ren through eyes.
And then he just shakes his eyes left and right. You haven't tried telepathy, but
Dangerous. He's half possessed. Is Zen right next to her? Or did she stay back?
no, she didn't come to final distance.
Okay, cool.
She's still on the other side of the table here. You're right here and he's right below you. Necrothane's looking at you, or whatever it is. Divorces. Let us not be brash, Captain.
I haven't touched anything yet. No worries.
Something
Can you?
very dangerous has happened here, and it has been stopped.
Do you know what's happening here with this?
I can feel great fear coming off of Bastimir.
She'll put the bag back on her belt.
Okay. It looks like his staff exploded and created a very large magical explosion that fractured time. The moment this fracture is fixed, whatever effects came off of that staff will inflict its damage on this station. And being in this location, it's close enough to hit all 4 of those rooms that we were told could be dangerous for area of effect spells.
Question is, can we take him out of here without that effect going off? Or finishing going off?
I do not know the answer to that question. I can feel the psychic energy within this room. He was doing something with a Necrothian.
I think that this was the place that they took the necrothium that they were experimenting with. She says that to the floor.
Well, it got out of hand and it broke through his ward somehow.
Remember, I was asking questions and told that I wasn't high enough security clearance
Yes,
to
I
have that information.
recall that. Yes.
I bet you that this was the place, of course.
Could this be the necrothium?
Absolutely.
So it started with him.
I would think so.
I'm wondering if we touch or affect anything, if it's gonna make that spell go off and stop. The time stop.
Can we?
Which would cause this whole
When she
station.
says that, she's gonna look him in the eyes and
to
see
be
if there's
destroyed.
any reaction. He just wide-eyed. I want to try and telepathy him, but half of his eye is black. He could be in the process of being possessed, which could make that really dangerous.
I do.
Blink once for yes, 2 for no.
There you go. Good idea, doll.
You said it from the hallway all the way back there? Okay.
I thought this was telepathy. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
realize.
Oh, you get telepathy.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't realize we were talking about
telepathy's
that.
no problem.
She'll blink once for yes, 2 for no.
Once for yes, 2 for no, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said, "Do you understand?" Do you blink once or no?
He can't blink. He just can
Oh.
move his eyes.
Oh, okay.
So he
she'll
looks
say,
down and looks back up one time like that.
I didn't realize. She'll say like this for yes, like this for no. Okay.
He says yes and he moves his eyes.
Okay. If we touch you, is it going to cause whatever this is to continue to happen?
He says yes. The necrothian's watching you. If it could have a feeling of smiling, you think it would. Doll, you feel really uncomfortable being back here.
Mm-hmm.
The air, the tension, it's so tight. The fact that you were separated from the nether plane, you can feel an evil here. And it feels like you could draw from it. Draw power from it.
Goodness.
Like absorb it. That's how you feel.
Mm. She's gonna.
And you're sure something's watching you. You're not sure what it is, but you're sure something's watching you. And you're in a tight, closed-in 8-foot by 8-foot hallway.
Looking
you think it's
out
behind
the end
you
at
where
that-
those where the apex ascendant was. And remember, these apex ascendant was the thing you tried to mess with. There's one standing behind you, faced away from you. It took control of the whole Sub Rosa. So you don't feel real comfortable being back here. Timmy kind of touches you, he's like, "You all right?" He's like, "Creepy," he says, "creepy." Teardrop goes, "I feel like we're in danger. I don't like it here."
In Rin's head, Kara's asking, did you say something about the possibility of him being possessed or partially possessed?
I did, but he said if we touch him that it's going to invoke this.
I don't have to touch him.
I would be careful, Kara. Let's ask questions before we do
Well,
anything.
that was
Careful.
a question for you to ask him. Can I remove his possession without, because I don't have to touch him. I just,
She'll look him and say, if my friend here knows this partial possession from you without touching you, is it going to cause this to continue? She'll say no.
Yes. It's very hard to answer your questions. I'm sorry, but
No.
We're not asking the right questions. They're not clear enough. That's what she'll say back. She'll say the questions aren't clear enough. We're not.
Timmy says, we took Commune 101. Oh, and I did.
Well,
The
get
Academy.
up here. Get up here.
She's better at it than I am.
Come here, doll. Get in here. Come help.
No. You feel like if you move, that feeling's not going to be as strong.
She'll go.
Okay. So she moves away from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an awfully specific question. Did you hear that shit?
Did I hear that? Yeah. So, teardrop stays right there. So where are you going to go? Just right in here?
Yeah.
There. You walk past Seth?
Yeah.
Boy, they're lit up strangely with this light, so
Hmm.
I apologize. Let's see.
I think it's kind of neat.
It is kind of neat, but maybe I could
They glow when they
There
walk
you go.
in there.
bring you down to this room for currently what's going on.
Eden glows anyway.
So, what is this Necrothian down here?
The Necrothian is in the room with you
Uh-huh.
guys? He's a possessed overlord.
Is it
He's
Overlord? Okay.
He's an apex overlord. He's the one that sat in the ship. He's one like that sat in
Got
the
you.
ship. And could very well be the one they captured.
She's gonna kind of just look it over.
Okay. Through genetic mutation, a form created with war and destruction in mind. Like when you look at the body, the way that it's armored, the way that, but there's also some weird kind of connectedness look to him. Like he has these magical cords that are inside of his neck and underneath his armor and all around him that glow in different colors. It's just a genetic mutation that you're not sure the magnitude of it all, but it doesn't, you know, it looks like a warrior type mutation. And then on top of it, when you look at the body, you realize that some of these spots that are glowing are black, and they're eyes. And it's not just the two eyes up here.
That's so creepy.
And you look around and you realize that they're more than that. As these blue ones start to change, and you realize it has a double pupil. And it's like there are multiple things looking at you now from these different eyeballs on this body. But none of them they all seem like evil, and there's no, you know, bargaining, there's no, you know what I mean, it's there's no talking to whatever this thing is.
This is the closest she's ever been to one of them, so
Yeah.
she just kind of wanted to get a good look.
Yeah. And as she moved closer, Seth's hand moved closer and closer to his blade.
Oh, she didn't move close. She didn't move.
Yeah.
She didn't
She's
move.
just looking at it.
She's
right?
just looking at it.
Still,
Yeah.
his hand's on his blade, so.
Timmy's like, guys, we gotta get this guy.
Hold on to me.
We can't go down that hallway. We've got to go straight down, or what's that? And he points at the cube. Zin says, that is the cube of Antonon, or the Antonon cube, used to suck the soul of Mammon himself by one known as Zira, later taken by Mephistopheles and tried to be used against the Big A, unsuccessfully. I do not know if Mammon is still in that cube, but he could be. And she just looks at it with a worried look on her face. The mage is just eyeballing her like, you know,
Like, checked him out.
a kinda, that's the look in his eyes. And she just kind of smiles and looks at him. We should probably recover that, she says. Zin's.
Ren, okay, at that point, Ren will tell Zen and say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get that.
What?
She's to left things and she'll say, I'm supposed to get that.
Supposed to get the cube? For who? Babe.
He told me not to tell anybody.
Shit. Secret's safe. Guys, somehow, does
I don't
anyone
wanna
have
tell
anything
anybody.
to secure this in a protective way? And, you know, at that point, Gavor goes, I still do not think we should touch anything yet. I highly suggest that his fear that I am feeling, we use. Every time you ask a question, I can feel his emotions.
Ren will look at him and say, if we exercise you, is it going to cause harm to any of us besides the demons that are in here? Is that a good question? She'll look around.
No.
No?
Too long.
Help.
No, that's the answer.
Oh, no.
You get telepathic message, Captain,
Mhm.
from Rosa. Captain,
Yes.
a ship is docking.
What ship?
It is a harvester.
There's a harvester ship docking, you guys.
Yeah.
Clear the room.
Rosa? Rosa,
Yes, Captain.
let Prince Vayman know.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Let Prince Vayman know that there's a harvester ship docking here. That we may be in trouble.
Very well, Captain.
She goes back in. No, she can't. She needs to get that cube.
Yeah, there's the map, you guys, so you're quite aware of what's going on the outside of here. Just to give you a viewpoint. That's what happened.
She'll look to Zen real quick, and she'll say, Zen, he told me that cube is more important than getting Antonius. That is my number one goal while I'm here.
You want me to get it?
I have to get it, but he said it could cause harm. I
Let
don't
me-
know. I have a bag to put it in. He said don't touch it.
Let me know.
I don't know what to do. I'm not good at the divination thing, this asking questions. I don't know what to ask.
All right. She steps forward and walks right up to this overlord and looks at him. You see her cast a spell. And her body just kind of floats to the ground. And then you see the eyes open up and they're her, and she's like, she moves the body and she's like, she walks up and grabs the cube
She'll open the bag.
and takes it out of his hand and puts it into the bag. You guys see this happen?
She's got the
She looks
shock
down at the
look on
body, her
face.
body, and she picks it up.
As she does, she goes to it. She goes, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Touch your body. Will he? Okay. Goodness.
You don't see any black eyes.
Well, she was worried about the necrothian poison, their genetic
Yeah.
mutating
Yeah.
cells. So
Yeah.
now we know that their overlord's touch doesn't do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, she wouldn't have known that, I guess. Yeah, she would have. When she went in the body, she knows.
Okay.
And she picks herself up. Sorry.
let's move, guys. Let's try to get Antonidas
Let's go.
before these harvesters get here.
She needs to ask him,
I don't know what to do about
can I open a dimensional folding in here? Not in here, but in this station. To get us out of here.
She'll look. Sorry.
He says no.
I want to get him out of here, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to
I
do
don't
it
either.
and not.
Yeah,
This
it's-
magic is bigger than anything I've dealt with.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
don't know anything
Ask
about
him
this.
if he can telepathy it. Can we telepathy?
I would imagine he would have telepathied us if he could. She'll look at him. Can you telepathy?
He doesn't answer you. He just looks at you like,
Yeah, see.
Really?
Yeah. He probably would have. We need to hurry. We need to get out of this room. They're coming, guys. They're gonna be here soon. Let's go. She'll go back into cat form and start making her way back down that hallway. Like she's booking it. You feel me? Like
Seth is right on her heels.
She's like, I'm gone. We're done.
all right. She leaves as this creature. Is everybody leaving the room?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
Real quick before she does that, she'll look at a star mirror and say, I will try to do something to set you free. I don't know if I can. And then she'll go cat form and take off down.
Okay.
May Ghost Star bless you.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't
Thought we
say
were going
anything.
south.
You guys are gonna go south.
Okay.
We were going to find
Sure.
Antonidas, right? Straight south.
Zen's got the body of that thing. She's in it.
So you go through the doors and come out on this side.
Yeah.
She's got the body. She's just walking around with you guys, just like that. That's not perfect marching order or anything like that, but that's all of you.
Keep heading south.
So, as soon as you come out of there,
Fuck. Hurrying don't matter.
No.
He said, fuck y'all. You ain't getting out of this. Shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew it.
these guys, which you've seen before, you know who they are. They appear. King Habeas, Persa, Lord Azric, Pox, Luxion, and Crag.
Hopefully they don't see
They
that.
appear, but they have no weapons drawn.
Mhm.
They're quite a ways away from you. We'll put a grid up.
Do they see us?
Oh yeah, yeah. They see you guys, and you guys see them. Antonidas is down here.
And that one's out. Yeah.
You're here. They're here.
Alright.
She could not have possessed that Necrothian unless it's possessed.
Because Warlocks can possess demons.
That's badass.
She would tell. She would tell you she's learning about this thing and what it can do. So we're gonna stop there. We'll roll initiative when we get back.
Take a
Um,
break.
Huh?
Are we taking a break or?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break real quick, and we'll come right back, and we'll roll initiative and
Let's do this
see
thing.
what happens. We'll see you guys shortly. back.
Initiative.
So everybody roll initiative.
Holy shit, I got a 10.
And then fucking Eden again. I even changed her dice. She got a 1.
It's
Fuck, dude.
crazy.
Why does Eden always get a low initiative? God damn it. When I fucking made Dex her dump stat, I really...
Chose something.
Damn it. It's okay. What'd you guys get?
I got 11.
Car got an 8. Seth got a 13.
I got them all written down.
What Ren get?
6.
Oh goodness. All right.
She's not the only one who can, telepathy the high level character. We're so fucked. We're in so much trouble.
We are in so
On a 15, Pox crouches down and growls at you guys. He just kind of takes a defensive stance and growls over in your direction. Azric, you see a red-colored arcane stone sword like the one you have appear. Flaming, and at the top it looks chaotic, like it's not contained. It's like going whipping back and forth. He just pulls it out and looks in your direction, holding it up.
On what initiative does Azric do that?
These are on 15s.
Okay.
Lux just steps forward and looks down at you. He looks at you, Seth, because the last time that you guys saw one another, you bowed to him, you bowed back, and he bows again to you. No one else does anything. 14. 13.
13 would be Seth. As he's waving you past,
Ren's a cat.
and he's still waving
They're
everybody
200.
past.
They're over 200 feet away, by the way, so you can
And
just kind of see them.
he just says, in his head, he says, "Vey, the Southern Seven are here."
Okay. We have to hold on initiative right there. What number was that? 13?
13.
13.
That's fine.
Lily.
Oh,
fuck.
God. Wait.
You and Gorgain are hanging out the house.
Okay.
Hedda is there with you.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
For a second, I thought you were gonna go, "Oh my
And-
gosh!"
Oh no, Lily's serious.
I know.
She's so serious.
Vey shows up. Greetings.
Greetings.
How are you?
Quite wonderful.
So, we have some crazy information that I think you and Gorgain would be interested in. Specifically, Crag and his location. Want to get your hand back? Smiles at you. There's some shit going down.
You must really, really want something from me.
Well, it's not that I want something from you, it's that, well, it's for Zero. Found the Antonon cube. We found Antonon. He fills you in on all the things. Ed says that he needs your and Gorgain's help. She said, now you have the kids, and Hedda's like, well, I can watch the kids, that's not a problem. Had a dozen myself. Yeah?
Yeah, that is. That's
So he explains everything to you, so you know all the details that they know. And you know the Southern Seven could possibly show up. So Vey tells you that when this happens, he needs you to transport to a certain location.
okay.
Preferably the Sub Rosa in the location that he gives you by the airlock.
Okay. And then.
So This location he gives you, he shows it to you, and then he also shows you inside here, right where you're standing right there. These are all individuals that Vay contacts who end up coming
I
at
wish I could
this
see.
call. I'll zoom in a second, but
Okay.
that happens as soon as Seth says what he says, within moments. I know those are long things. So Reba,
Yeah.
So,
same with you. Vay comes to you and he says, hey, I'm gonna need you. Leave your boy toy here. Sabian, I'm gonna hang out, watch shit for her. No problem. I got you. Because I really need you. This is important.
Yeah.
He starts
I'm
telling you what's going on as you're going
Let's
through
go.
it all. And when the time comes, I need you to come. So just hang out with me. And he goes, go get your little sister.
Hey Bailey, do you want to have some fun? Go fight this other 7 with me? Chop some people's heads off? It's been a while. Are you bored?
Every time I chop anybody's heads off, I get fucking ribbed about it for years.
Just accept who you are and come on.
alright. Alright, I'm down.
Hookleaf comes. Vay asks Eris to come.
Of course.
As you're aware, this is fractured time. It's still ticking, but it's so slow that you can't tell it's ticking. But because it's fractured, it could release at the drop of something, anything. Your bubble could fucking cause a chain reaction inside here that would release whatever other time magic was present.
Okay. So no bubbles here.
You don't know whether the other eras, we're not going there right now. I'm not going to mention anything about her. Just as a DM, there's nothing, she can do.
She would make sure Vay would know that she can't do timelessness there because it'll.
Of course. The goal is, of course, to get the Antonin Cube. This is, and Antoninus, and save these young ones, if they need help. And this is all prior to this happening. This isn't just all happening right now. It's happened prior to this.
Yeah.
The moment it happens, you guys appear.
Okay.
Vay ends up getting Paris to show you guys this location exactly so that everyone could appear inside the station here, currently where you're standing right now. All right. However, that takes 14 segments to complete.
To get everybody there?
For everybody to appear here that's high level takes 14 segments, which is one round, point four, whatever, so.
Goodness.
So we go back down to here on that initiative of when you said on the 13 you used an action to left Vay.
Could he have also said that we have discovered some kind of cube and that mage is still alive? He's trapped in some kind of time thing
Yeah, you could have said that.
in the center of the station. And
Okay.
he's still waving everybody behind him to go down the hall. That
Okay.
south hall. don't
So
know
let
if
me pull out here so just give you an idea what it looks like. So there is a door.
In Zombar.
There's a door down at the bottom down there that goes into the cell room. This area is red for some reason, but there's a door that goes in, and he's supposed to be in this pod right here. And you guys are here. So, movement rate, you would be able to get to about here at 120 feet. So if you've got over that, you can get farther than that. You get to the door easily. Everyone can get to the door this round if you want to. So when you start doing that,
They don't move towards us.
they just do what they did so far. It's still 13 initiative.
Okay.
12, 11.
11. On an 11, Doll will. Pox is the only one she can really. He leaned down and growled.
Yeah,
looked
he
away
leans down and growled,
whatever.
and then you see the monk walk up next to him, and he bows, and you see Seth bow back to him,
She looks at
and then the other guy with the
Pox
sword. What?
and winks. She looks at Pox and winks and
Okay.
blows him a kiss and turns around and takes off.
Okay. She doesn't cast a spell when she does that, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Awesome.
She's like, I'm out.
Timmy and Timmy and Teardrop will
Follow
most
me.
definitely follow you when they see that it's the Southern Seven over there. They hightail it to the door. So all of them go to the door. That's on 11, right?
Yeah.
The rest of them are. It's going to take a little bit with their initiatives, but they can make it in this round, and that's what they would do. They wouldn't do anything else right away. Zombar or Gumbar turns and looks over at Eden and Seth like, and starts to back up, like away from them, going towards the door.
Yeah, we were told not to engage these people, so
What do you do, Eden? Oh wait, so 13. You still have movement rate. You still have attacks. You just gonna stay there.
I'm holding it for right now.
Okay.
because I want to make sure everybody
Eden's
gets
on a 1.
out.
Ren's on a 6.
Ren.
She'll start moving towards the door.
Okay. She'll go with you, of course.
She on a 6.
No.
No.
And we'll get down to Kara. She has an 8, right?
Yep. She's going with them.
All right. So everybody goes. I should have just. Yeah.
Eden will stay in the back.
That's what this party has been doing. They're like, yeah, we're gonna die.
We're crazy. We're not stupid.
Yeah.
He disappears.
Of course he does.
Lord Azric, he steps forward and you see 6 images appear next to him that look identical. Just looks over at you guys, steps up like probably 5-10 feet. He doesn't chase you, he doesn't pursue you or anything. Luxian just watches you guys, he doesn't do anything. Crag growls with Pox and looks back behind him and sees that Habeas is disappearing. And he heads that direction. Crag does. So, I can work on this. I already know though, so let's see, it's going to be. So he doesn't make it right to you, but he makes it to right here,
Goodness.
from all the way over there. He just runs. Persa moves this way towards the center and goes through that door. That's when you last saw him. The 3 of them just stay right there. And Lord Azric has 6 forms. So they don't pursue you.
Except for Crag.
Except for Crag.
What initiative is this on?
6.
On 6, Ren, in her cat form, is gonna go invisible
Okay.
and go behind everybody, like kind of make her way towards the door. She's a cat, so she can't open the door, but she's gonna kind of go around.
Okay.
Like on the other side of Zen, yeah, like over there. And she's invisible.
Okay.
Kind of looking back in that direction, making sure of where everybody's
And
at.
Crag's full run coming at you. When he
she
starts
see
to get to about
Habeas?
here, he slows down. You see his whips come out. He's like,
Could she see Habeas
no.
on the invisibility plane?
No.
No?
No. 6, 5,
Somebody else has to.
4.
I would. Doll would open it as soon as she got to it.
Okay. It's locked.
Yeah. Oh, anything key. It's
okay.
braided in her
There's
hair.
no keyhole for this. As you look at it, there's no place to put a key. And you're pretty sure it's magical. So anyway, and Timmy's like, I'm checking for traps. I don't see anything.
Dispel magic? No? Is that... 1 second. Sorry. No, she has detect magic.
She doesn't have dispel?
Hold on. Yes, she does.
Okay.
I say Gara does, but
Yes, 3rd level, 3 segments to cast. So whenever she took off running on 11, whenever she
So
got
she has
there,
time to cast it.
she would cast
Roll for steel
it.
dice. What level are you?
9. Doll, 11th level
You're
right
casting
now.
is 11th level right now, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
87.
Bounces off the magic back at you.
Try it again.
Okay. As you start to cast this time, you feel like a naturalness in you to try to give more energy than you actually have and pull it from somewhere else.
No.
You don't?
Fucker, no.
Okay.
58.
Bounces off of it again.
Damn it. She cusses out loud and stomps. Motherfucker!
It's like the door won't open. You hear the creature say, holding Zen's body.
It's magic. It's good magic blocking it.
He probably has the key, and she looks towards the direction that they were. They're probably getting the key somehow. We have to break this down, she says.
What initiative are we on?
She puts the body down. That's going to be like on a 5.
Okay.
And she walks over to it with the body.
Doll goes and scoops her body up.
She
won't even
grabs a
let her put
hold of
down.
it and starts trying to break it down, and you see magic shimmering and shaking. I don't know how smart that was, but
She won't let her hit the floor. When she sees her trying to put her down, she'll grab
Okay.
her. Zen's
yeah,
body.
she sets her own body down softly and then walks up to the door and attacks it with the creature body that she's
Gotcha.
possessed. And it doesn't have any effect. It doesn't give. It doesn't break. It doesn't anything. She looks back to get her body and sees you have it. She walks over, takes it back from you. 4, 3, 2,
1.
1.
On a 1, Eden can walk over there.
Okay.
Her holy sword,
Okay.
supposed to be able to cut through magic.
Yeah.
She'll try to use it.
She just cuts a hole right in the door, and you see the magic just evaporate. She just breaks straight through it. And
She'll
just
kick
falls
the
down.
middle
Kink,
piece
kink,
in.
kink, kink. When it hits the ground, it immediately sucks to the floor.
Don't touch that floor. She'll turn back around and she'll face back towards the southern
Okay.
side.
All right. He has stopped here, and he's just using his whips. He has not attacked.
Doll
He's within range.
flies. She takes off flying. Her wings are already out.
Okay.
Hauls ass through.
Through the door, flying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Come on!
Timmy pulls out a potion and hands one to Teardrop,
Ren will
and they drink.
jump up on Necrothian that Zen's possessing jump up on his shoulder. I guess. She's
Okay.
touching it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, she'll jump up on its shoulder.
So you can't fly, and your full movement rate would be right about to there for that round.
Me.
Well, no, so it's going to double when you do that, when you fly. You had already moved, so yeah, you could probably come a little farther than that if you wanted to. Do you want to fly somewhere else besides
No.
there? No?
No.
Okay. So 3 of you go in. Is everybody going in?
Yes.
Eden
Okay.
can fly in, staying in the back.
Yeah.
He's just using his whips, and he walks slowly as you're backing away and puts himself between him and the door up to the north here. He goes to right there.
And Seth is just keeping his arrow focused on him, so
Okay.
Eden's holding her sword, looking in his direction.
He looks
She-
angry.
She's not
Just
attacking.
whipping his whips on the
he
floor.
always looks angry.
He's like, "Rah, rah."
That's what he
Almost, but
does, right?
But this is the first time you kind of seen him controlled. You're not sure why he ran at you, but evidently to block you from going to the north for some reason. And yeah, you guys all go in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still have an action left.
Yeah, as many as you do attack.
How many rounds has that been?
1.
1. So on a 7 on this upcoming round is when the high level
6.
characters show up. 6.
6.
And he will let Vay know that they went into the control room before he backs out that door.
That the enemy did.
Yep.
That the Southern Set went into the control room.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's where that mage is.
So, in these pods, as you come to this room, none of these beings are being assaulted by this evil. None of these pods are. You feel like as soon as you come through this door, you've cut your way through and you come in here, you don't feel the evil in the air like you did in the rest of the place. This place is free of it. And the individuals that are in these pods, when you look over, they don't look scared, they don't look harmed or anything like that. You would hear muffled speech. My treachery echoes across the void to those that seek my death. Come and free me, and we may agree that it's time to leave this accursed place.
By the grace of Goldstar, would somebody shut him up?
Eden will fly over that direction towards him.
Okay. Alrighty.
Wait, we're not. She's a 1. She's got a 1. I'm just kidding. Oh wait.
Well, you're out of initiative now.
Okay, so
You're out of initiative. As soon as you come in here, you go out of initiative.
she'll fly that direction.
And Seth is just floating there with his arrow at the door. So if somebody comes through it.
Okay. You guys are kind of all spread out now. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So.
We can imagine. I remember when we used to play with no maps.
Yep.
Some paper maps.
Some paper maps. or
Every once in a while.
sketches
Used to have to draw on
for
notebook
combat.
paper.
Yeah. Grid paper.
So you come around. He's right there.
Okay.
She's got her sword in her hand. She flies over there.
Okay. Is it time to leave?
Are you gonna come with us willingly?
I am, ma'am. That is exactly what I'm going to do.
For your sake, I hope you're telling the truth. She'll look at the cage. She see anywhere where she can cut through it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
She
you can
will.
cut it open. You can
She'll
cut
try
this.
to
It's
cut.
not just a cage; it's a pod. You can open,
She'll try to cut it
cut
open.
through the glass and the magic that's on
Or can
it.
I just open it?
No.
No? Yeah, so she'll try to cut through
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you easily cut through it. No problem. He comes out. He steps out.
Now,
Big hooves. Looking down at you. He's 13 and a half
she's
feet tall.
flying.
Okay, yeah. So he's looking at you. You're flying. He's 13 and a half feet tall. The bays in here are pretty open. As you look through these other pods, guys, you see some questionable characters. You see what looks like some sort of pirate that's over in one. And he's just kind of kicked back to the back of the cell. He's not touching the walls, but he's to the back of the cell, just looking at you guys, kind of on his butt. He's got a couple scars across his left eye. No eye patch, though. And his eye seems fine. You see what looks like a lizard man over in a corner to the left when you first came in, over this way. Various sorts of bad, irreparable beings, that are human. Looks like rogues, vagabonds. Looks like there might be a necromancer in one of the cages, one of the pods. So yeah, maybe a mage.
We gotta get out of here, guys. Come on.
And he looks down at you.
To
Just so
Ren,
you know, your friends are here. She'll look at him and wait for his reaction.
Get me from this place, and I will return your friend's soul. I have it.
to Ren, would it be faster if we had Rosa meet us at the southern door?
All right,
We don't know
so
what's in between us.
the
and
high level
there.
party, you guys appear. Up north, the same entrance that they came in. Right here.
Real quick, can Ren tell Vase she has it?
Yeah.
Should say I have it. That's it. Go ahead.
Get out, he would say. That's what he would say. Get out. And you hear what sounds like an intercom type voice go across through the whole prison of a woman, and she says, "Any further movement, and I will destroy this whole place. All I must do is just tip the mage, and it all comes undone. Stop your movements immediately. Do not attempt to take another step out of this prison. We will make a deal." High-level characters hear that too. And that happens on that initiative because it would have been just slightly sooner than that, but that's what immediately happens. As you guys are where you're located to the north, Lily, you're and Zira and Ares, Gorgain's in front. Natan came with you, and he told you it was his responsibility to help try to return Kit's soul, and if he could be of use to do so, that he had promised you he would, and he would. So he wanted to come. So that's why he came with you guys. That makes sense. So that's what you hear. What does everybody do? There's no initiative because there's no direct connection currently.
So in Lily's preparation to come do this, she would have started out with 4 air elementals.
Air elementals?
4 of them.
Okay.
16th level.
With her?
With
Okay.
her, with all the other stuff up and going. And they would have their sole purpose is to get her hand back.
Okay.
However possible. Get
Okay.
my fucking hand back.
Okay. Nice.
Matter of fact, get my hand back and I'll grant you a boon. A reasonable boon. Nothing stupid, but
Okay.
get my hand back.
They might compete with one another to get it
Do
back.
it, yeah. Well, she's tried to get this hand back more than once, so.
She has.
Motherfucker.
Several times. So you have Antonice. He steps down. He's a big Cambion.
They were all told not to move or she was gonna blow the fucking shit
Right.
up.
Right.
And he just kind of looks at you and he says, "She does not bluff. If that is what she is threatening, that is what she will do.
Including killing herself?
She will not kill herself." He looks back, he's like, I don't know what that threat is, but it does not sound good. You see Gorgain pull out the cube and he puts the cube up. "I'm going out in space, I'm going out with air," he says. Yeah.
There is giggles. The cue.
The simple pleasures.
He always uses it. He looks at Vay like, "What do you want to do?" And Vay is like, looks back at Lily. He's like, "Is this? Do you guys know what this threat is? Do you?"
Does Ares know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
She would say, yeah, the mage in there. If she does it, this whole ship's going to explode. The time is fractured here. Now, I know it looks like everything's stopped, but it's not. It's just moving incredibly slow.
And she can release that.
She can, and this whole entire place will.
If she releases that, can you place a bubble before it comes?
I've never tried to put a bubble up inside a time stop. I don't know.
Zahn says, "Well, it seems they want to blackmail you. Typical of Asmodeus minions, their evil ilk."
She's given no further requests. What's Ares?
He says in a booming voice, Natan does, he goes, "Your vessel is ready to be destroyed. Yes, the one that's cloaked. We know where it's located. Some of you may have escaped, ready to explode this place to smithereens, but you cannot leave without a ship. It is targeted currently. If you want to parlay, you want to talk, then show your faces. Let us talk." Echoes throughout the hall. He's like, "Think that'll work? We will see."
She said she wanted to talk.
She did. That's exactly what she said.
I think Natan and I are both quite good at talking, so let's talk.
You hear through the walls again, and you guys are still in this room as this is going on. You could hear Natan when he boomed that out, so you know Natan's here. You're like, oh, it's Natan. You hear a female voice say, "We just want the cube. That is all we came for. Give us the cube, and there will be no conflict."
Sorry, that was Kara.
Bay looks at Natan and goes, "It didn't work." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "We're not giving him the cube. turns, he goes, come on. He starts going to the right. Faye does. He doesn't go through the middle, he just turns to the right, starts going around.
Heirs will follow him.
Okay.
So will Raven.
You guys start walking through, you see the prisoners that, like the low party saw the prisoners, and you start going around in that direction. Hookleaf's like, my prince. He goes, fuck them. Fuck them. We'll blow their ship up. He says it out loud again. Keeps walking.
Aries nervous. Walks with
Okay.
him.
Lily.
She looks like Orgain. She's like,
Fucker.
they're crazy, right?
He's crazy. He's always been crazy. Remember he crashed the ship? Remember? He's a nut. And you just keep walking, and you're like, he goes with him.
I remember now when we stopped doing this kind of shit.
Come on, guys. It's time to get the band back together.
It's time to get the band back together. They're fucking crazy.
You guys down here with Antonitis, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
I'm still waiting to see if we can move the ship. Mm-hmm. So we can get out this southern door. That was Seth. Seth's the one that asked about that.
Well, sounds to me like Natan's here, so. I really don't know.
But Timmy says, if we can move the ship and go out that door right there, and you see, he's pointing, you know,
Well, isn't there
this
a
direction.
door?
He's like, then we should.
That's the
Zoom
closest.
out.
That's the closest door.
Zoom out for me real quick. Look at
You could go this way, but
it. We would intersect with them as we went that
you
way.
don't know that.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Closest door.
But if he said get out and you knew it was towards where you came in at, so
Right.
That, you know. So there is that.
If you want to go north, we'll
you
go
could
north.
think they could be up there.
North.
North it is. So
All right.
he's still holding his position until everybody is gone that way. And then he
So
will.
those screens never showed out in these rooms, did they?
What?
The screens didn't show out in these rooms, did they?
The screens didn't show out in these rooms?
Yeah, inside the center, the consoles in the center room.
No, it didn't show any of this. This was not on any of those
Okay.
illusionary screens.
And we know that they can't be scried upon because of.
Don't forget
Ren's,
Antonitis.
Yeah.
Okay. He is one of the reasons we came, so can't forget Seth's cigar. If that screwball even moves, he's going to be turned into a pincushion.
You come around the corner and see that standing there. He's frozen, you know what I mean, but his eyes are moving.
Oh,
He's just sitting there like the other ones are.
all right.
Ren will jump. Are we still flying? Is everybody still flying, or is anybody walking?
Several people were walking as far as I knew, but nobody stuck to the floor. Nothing bad happened
Okay.
when you guys came
Ren
in.
will jump down off of her shoulders.
Okay.
Start walking.
So you guys are gonna head up north?
Yeah, she'll telepathy. Once they get close, she'll use the stone and telepathy Rosa.
Okay.
Say, go to the west entrance.
Very well, Captain.
Connect to the airlock.
You guys make it to this T right here, past him, and the rest of the party comes through this door. You're all face to face at this point,
Who the? Oh, that's you. Okay.
and
Hi, Lily. It's Seth.
you look behind Lily and you see these 4 air elementals like, and they move past you guys and into the room that you guys just left. Vay walks right up to you and he goes,
She's a cat.
he does, he said,
Hmm.
Back into a human.
he takes it like aggressively, like turns and looks back at Lily and them.
Eris looks at him and smiles. Eris will look at Ren and say, good job.
Well done, he says to you. At that point, the door to the inside opens.
Eden turns her sword, flying.
And the sides of the door come piling in these demons with obsidian wings that materialize from some other plane.
Rava with her.
And behind them, you see Persa standing there with a cube. And she's looking to the left and to the right and then looking back at you guys like she's communicating or doing something. That's where we're going to stop this evening.
She's got the cube? How the fuck?
No, she
No.
has a warlock.
She has a warlock cube in her hand, and she's holding it. And well, I'll just do one other detail. On both sides, from both directions, you're going to start to see people coming. So you from 3 different directions, and you're having the ship come behind you. That's where we're going to stop this evening. Part 1 is unfortunately come to an end. But part 2 will be, who knows what's going to happen.
Pen drop.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken.
So I'll move all those tokens and we will set it up to where
Okay.
everyone is where they're supposed to be. And this creature's still there, so on and so forth. They obviously do not blow the prison up.
It was a hollow thread.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
That would lose out on
Yeah.
Big A's
Yeah,
army.
they need the cube.
And the cube.
Whatever might be in here.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Are you gonna fight him for it? Or are you gonna run? That's the question. Because, yeah, might be something here.
Ray's got the cube now. Hopefully he fucking runs.
No.
We've lost the cube once already.
He's not gonna run. He's not gonna run. So when we come back, it'll be all your characters and those that decide to do what. It's up to you guys. But it's gonna be. I'll set it up before we play and show you what's coming. I want it to kind of be a surprise. But from the middle there are these things with obsidian wings that I told you did see with the light in that hallway. She seems to have
So,
control.
do
of
any
them.
one of us know what those are? Any of us?
There's some kind of devil. It's might be a shadow devil instead of a shadow demon. It's a shadow devil.
Okay.
You've seen things similar to that, but never like this. These are unique. They're actually made of obsidian. Like they look like they're made of obsidian. They're very strange. They could be constructs. You're not sure. Constructs that have been possessed. You don't know. But there's several of them pouring through the door, coming directly at you guys. High level party will be at the top. The low party will be at the bottom, basically.
Fuck, man.
It's a shame we're on this ship.
And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I had a lot of fun. That was great.
It was.
Thank
It was
you.
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
after coming back from being so sick that was tough to get through all that. But thank you for
Thank you.
enabling me to do it and giving me time to rest in between. Guys, we hope you liked what we did tonight. Come back and see what happens with the other parts of the season finale for Original GM. I am Hupahu, and we will see you next week.
There's a gift inside the old gods granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. The shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that have failed. And heroes of the north, just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes. We are heroes.